Hi.
Quick podcast is a good podcast, boys. Let's do it.
I just hit record. I'm back. I've been missing for 3 weeks now, 2 weeks.
Dude,
How were
it's
those
been
woods that you
30
went missing in?
seconds. It's been 30 seconds and it still hasn't glitched. I think you're good, bro. I think you might be out of the woods.
But this is
So
what I mean. I don't know that I
No,
noticed that it hasn't
it
been
was
glitching.
it
I'm saying, was it
glitching
glitching
like
last
3
time he
weeks
was
ago.
here?
Yeah,
yeah, it
100%.
definitely
I'm gonna
was.
go back. I'm gonna go back to the episode.
So
Wow, we did an episode just with
So there's no way it was your
JD.
fucking Wi-Fi.
no, it wouldn't have been. Why would a Wi-Fi affect a camera though?
Exactly. But what's the difference? You don't have a new computer,
Watch
do you?
this. Watch this. Watch this. Ready? Look. This
Yeah,
is
it's
the last
glitching.
one he was on.
Wow.
Look, and boop.
There. Whoa. So though, for those on audio right now, when you watch us on YouTube, my camera's been glitching for the past year.
2 years.
No, about a year because
Yeah,
it started
so-
when Spider-Verse came out, like the second
That was
Spider-Verse movie.
3 times
feel like it
in
was
like
before
20
that.
seconds.
But we all just mentally got used to it. So
Yeah,
and hopefully,
exactly.
hopefully
I
the
haven't really thought
listeners
about
did
it.
too. But yeah, I moved this 2 weeks ago, and this is my first time recording in this new place. But yeah, it's not glitching. I didn't upgrade
So
any
it
of my
was
equipment. It's
your
all the
internet
same.
then?
The internet's
that
the only
make
thing
any
that's
sense?
changed. What
Is that
the-
cage behind you the one you keep your girlfriend in?
No, I put someone in there. He was just sitting outside.
Oh,
I don't
Is
know.
it the
I don't
homeless
know.
guy that gave you New 52 Batman?
Do you remember?
Is it Roy?
I'll ask him when he wakes up. Yeah,
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah.
Maybe he'll wake up. Hopefully he wakes up during the podcast.
He's sleeping right now.
Imagine
I
it's
don't know
like
if-
imagine
I don't
it's like an
know if he's
engineer. 9 foot tall fucking guy stands up behind Hunter and rips his head off.
Yeah, he was on a ship, so I just took him. So
Yeah. I was gonna say.
I just saw this vial that was spewing black goo, and I just took it.
Yeah.
I was saying, what if I just,
What if I dunk?
Yeah.
So
What is
we
it-
don't have-
genuine. We're gonna get to it. Every character in that franchise, as soon as they see goo, it's like, I want goo. It's
Let
crazy.
me take the goo. Give me the goo.
Like,
Yeah.
why did she had no reason to take the goo?
Okay, Harper, you're going outside. You're going for a walk. You find goo on the ground. What do you do?
To be
You're
fair, when I
injecting
was
it.
like 10 years old, I found a bean outside of a tennis court and I ate it and I got really sick. So, I guess I am
bean.
that person. I found a bean. I don't know what kind of bean it was, but it's a
I
bean.
don't know
A
why, but
bean
imagine
outside of a
like
tennis
a
court.
cartoon bean that's like the size of a potato.
Yeah.
No, it was a little green bean and I ate the bean. I felt real sick.
Come on, man. That's like
It's
literally
amazing I'm here.
That's like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, bro. You know the cheese touch. Harper ate the bean.
You just revealed
Oh.
that you ate the bean on me.
I ate the bean, guys. I'd
Bro's
say
eating
I
the
ate
bean.
Bro's eating the bean.
I feel like you
Whoa.
should have kept that to yourself, but okay.
At least I can
Yeah, we don't
find
have a
the
plan
bean,
for this.
Harper.
We have the Craven the Hunter trailer, which we'll talk about for probably an hour and a half. But after that, we don't know.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, after
Actually-
that, we're gonna be stretching for content.
Can I tell you an anecdote?
Yeah,
An anecdote? Yeah.
An anecdote. I have like a Roy, not a comic book Roy, but I have my own Roy.
oh,
Who's
you're
your
Roy
Roy?
now.
What does he do?
I have a British guy that works at a local used bookstore.
Oh.
And his name's Wayne, and he might be my favorite person on the
Sir
planet. And, like,
Gawain. Yes.
we go in there like pretty much every week or every 2 weeks into his bookstore. And like the first interaction I had with him like 2 months ago was I went in there and I was like, do you potentially have The Howling 3 Echoes by Gary Brandner? And he looked at me and he went, no, I don't. There's
You
no
even
way
look
that I
it
will
up
have
in
that
the
Never heard of
book.
that.
There's no way that I will ever have that book.
He's
But every
British or he
time I-
works in a British bookstore?
No, he's British, yeah.
So do
Oh,
the
she said
accent-
bloody hell, no, man. What are you
He's got a
talking?
funny accent, yeah.
Does he sound like? Is he like Michael Caine British, or is he more like Tom Holland British?
More like Tom.
It's great job you walked in
he'd
here,
be
but I
more
don't
like
have
a
that
Tom-
book.
He's more like a Tom Holland. He's like a Liverpool kind of guy.
Okay.
It's like a
okay.
beetle, like a beetle.
Yeah.
Like a
But yeah, now every time I go in there, he goes, "Oh, sorry, mate. I just sold a copy of The Howling 3 right before you walked in the door." And so yesterday we went to there was a book fair, and he had there was 30 something people there, and he had people that were selling their own books and yada yada. And I would be maybe 8 feet away at a time, and I would just hear him going, "Hey, that copy of The Howling 3 that I talked to you about," and I would just snap my neck and look over and be like, "What the fuck, man?" He's just torturing me over this book.
Damn, I want a Roy. I don't think I have a
Dude.
Roy.
His son was there. And he called over to his son. He was like, "Hey, about that copy of The Howling 3." And I was like, "You're recruiting your own children into this joke." I like how
Your
we're
children
using
don't
that.
know what that is.
His
Your children don't know who
patrons
I
there.
am.
No, that's
Yeah.
what I mean. There's patrons there that are like just shopping. They have no idea who I am or my relationship to Wayne, and he's making this fucking howling joke,
But
and
do
they
you-
must just
is
be
it-
like, "What?"
Are you like close with Wayne, or is it just like is that
He gave me a
howling
hug
guy?
yesterday. He gave me a hug yesterday.
Oh, you.
Oh.
And
Oh, that's pretty big.
I feel like I broke through the humor for a sec because I said to him like, I've actually seen like used copies of The Howling 3 on like eBay and stuff, and I haven't bought them in hopes that you will get it because I would rather buy it from you for the lore. And he went, oh, well, I better get onto that. And it's like I'm crying through it.
It's
It's
gonna
so
be a
bad.
huge moment in both of your
It-
lives when he gets
it is.
it.
He did say
Damn.
to me, he like whispered to me, he's like, when I get that book, I'm just gonna give it to you, right? And I was like, thanks, Wayne. Thanks,
Thanks,
man.
Wayne.
The goat.
I like
Love
how he
him.
called him a
You know when
Roy.
I get that bloody book, I'm gonna give it to you, man.
I hope a lot of our
When I get
listeners
that
have
book-
The
Roys.
Howling 3 echoes through these songs.
Stupid,
There
man.
you go, Master Hopper.
It was your favorite movie as a child, Master Wayne.
He's like on the verge of tears.
Hey,
Cheers.
can I-
He's a person. Cheers. That was your
Cheers.
favorite movie.
Can I tell you guys like a hot take that I had in like the last
Oh,
week?
here we go. The
Super
Howling
hot.
3. It should be a
This-
book.
yeah.
It should be readily available at every book.
This should be readily available in every store. Where's the reprint? No. I think The Batman 2022 is a really good movie.
great. It's actually.
Yeah,
a
I
very
saw
good
you.
movie.
I saw you watched it
Okay.
recently. Yeah.
I got the
Cool.
hot. It's over there. You can't see it.
Dude,
The hot toy's right
it's a good hot
Point
toy.
at him.
It's a good hot
Point at
toy.
him.
I,
Yeah.
I have the hot toy
it's
right
amazing
here.
you don't have it in. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, it's good. I like before we started, I went, God, this movie's 3 hours. Ugh. And then
Yes, it
like
is. It doesn't
when it
feel
had
like
like
it, though,
20
does it?
minutes left, I was like, this movie is justifiably 3 hours.
Yeah,
It
it's
doesn't
good.
feel
At
like
all.
3 hours. Does
Not
it?
at all. And it's not like it's a super fast-paced movie, but man, it's like
It's just entertaining.
I that ending
The
of
mystery.
him carrying the kid out and being like vengeance isn't gonna, help anyone's
Yeah.
past theirs or my that
Such
might
a-
be the best ending in cinema.
Dude, no, that scene where he's holding the flare and he saves the kid, and it's like, oh my god, he saved Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
like the theme,
yeah.
like that's the best. Come on,
It was
that might
it's
that is the best
really
ending in comic book movies, I think.
Would you like that ending more if there was just a random like 9-foot tall, pale, slender man creature with a tail
With a long
and it,
tail, yeah.
and it ate him?
And like when he gets shot, remember when he gets shot, he takes he stabs himself with like venom. If he
He's
gives
very
birth
silly,
to like
yeah.
a big engineer, he injected
He's
himself
very-
with
he's-
promethium.
He's so funny though. He's always like, he's always making the weirdest faces. I'm like, calm down, bro.
Should we talk about what we're talking about?
The sins of the father.
Yeah, so the three of us, and probably where's JD? I just really
He's
started
not
recording,
coming.
and
He's made no allusions to coming. There's no way.
Yeah, he never said he was.
why would he have to
doesn't come.
announce that?
It's very
He
funny.
doesn't come.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the show, my friend.
I just realized that we hit recorded. He isn't.
Have you enjoyed the podcast without you, Hunter? Do you think it's been better without you?
Yeah, I have been listening to it.
Yeah, it kind of has, but like
Dude,
yeah.
because like that episode without you, the Doom one, where we talked about Robert Downey Jr.'s
Oh
Doom,
my
Mm.
god,
that was like
yeah.
an excellent episode, and you were like not there, and I think that's why.
I listened to it and I wanted to like chime in so many times, like
yeah.
like I wanted to talk with you guys about it. I haven't even gave my opinion on the show yet. Robert Downey Jr.'s Doom. That's my thoughts.
That's his
No,
thoughts.
you're the one that likes it the most.
But I don't love it. I don't think it's
you
bad.
Were
though.
pretty. Have you simmered a little bit? Have you kind of calmed down on it?
I do
Okay,
think there
okay.
are better choices, but I don't think this is a bad choice either.
Like who?
We're watching Game of Thrones, and like Jamie Lannister would be kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, I do.
He would
like
be
him.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone
like
wanted him
him.
as Reverse Flash. No,
I think
it just 'cause he's
Oppenheimer
blonde?
would be
That's
good.
so random.
Oppenheimer. Cillian Murphy.
the
No,
other-
not
the other
not
one.
not Cillian Murphy. Robert Oppenheimer.
Robert
Robert Oppenheimer.
Yeah. No, I do think
Alright.
Cillian Murphy would be good. I mean, that's like kind of the generic fan cast, but I do think he would be better than Robert Downey Jr.
Well, they got the wrong guy from Oppenheimer. Yeah, I guess. But
Yeah.
it's you know what the more like yesterday I put a picture of Doom into the broadcast channel, and somebody replied RDJ, and I just wrote motherfucker. Like it's just I every time I see Doom now I'm like, oh right, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's always.
Like
connected.
I watched Rise of the Silver Surfer yesterday for no reason, just because
man.
why not, you know? And I just Dr. Doom in that is probably the worst character ever in cinema ever. It's like God, you know what? I guess even if they do a kind of weird version of him, at least it's not this, you know?
Yeah.
At
I
least
think
it's
it
not
will
the
be
prime
good.
minister's son, right? Isn't he the son of a prime minister?
Oh,
Julian McMahon,
yeah,
an
yeah.
Australian prime minister.
I'm
Wow,
pretty
Harper doesn't
sure.
know this.
Harper, isn't this
He's
like
gonna
a
hit. He's hitting the
real?
Hey
goose.
Siri. No
Isn't
idea.
it your brother?
It could be, although I have
But there's never been a good
thousands of
Doctor
them.
Doom.
Be my
Isn't it
brother.
crazy though? There's never been a good live action Doctor Doom, right? Like
Mhm.
even I mean, what the fuck were they thinking with Fanforstic,
They
right?
were rushing it. Yeah.
Yeah, but Fortnite seemingly is giving us the Doom adaptation that we've always wanted to see.
Well,
You
didn't
He
guys
Fortnite
served as
see
also
prime
do like
minister
a
for less.
Galactus one?
I think he served for prime minister for less than a year.
his dad?
Yeah.
But have you guys seen what Fortnite is doing with Doctor Doom? Like I'm being
I've
I've
serious.
only seen the
He looks-
design.
But he's if you
Okay,
Fortnite tangent.
can I ask a Fortnite question before you get into this?
Oh, here we go. Yes,
Because okay,
'cause I'm-
personally,
I'm
my
the
history.
Fortnite expert, of course.
You are, yeah. My Fortnite history is I played one round when season 1 started, and I came first, and then I never played again. So I'm like,
came
yeah,
first.
I got a
Ooh.
victory royale. I killed the one person. It was the last person. So
Okay, good
my
job.
younger
You know
brother
what?
was
So
obsessed
you're
during that time.
you're
So
1-0.
yeah, so he was like, "What? How'd you do that?" I'm like, "Hey, I'm done." Like I just
That's
moved on.
crazy. Hunter has
I
100% win
that
rate.
is
Yes.
genuinely what I did with Among Us. I've played one game of Among Us in my life. I was the killer. I won. I've never played it again.
I've
Exactly,
never played
so-
Among Us.
Oh, you're missing out. It was a
Oh.
good time. But anyway, so my question
missing
is, from my perspective, is this just a battle royale game where you go around shooting people? I don't get like how is there a story here?
Oh, I have
don't
no
understand.
clue. No
Oh,
fucking
okay.
idea.
I thought it
I
was
have
just
no
like
Awesome.
idea.
jump off the battle bus, you shoot people till your last one, and then you
I think it is.
restart.
I thought it was too, but every once in a while they'll update it. And now there's a Castle Doom stat where Doctor Doom sits on a throne that's made of Ben Grimm's rocks. Like,
Yeah,
have
I
you guys
saw
seen that
that.
throne? Yeah. And then
Yeah.
there's a like a he's got a display case that's empty with a chair and it just says Sue. So I guess he killed Sue and her body's in there. There's a fiery heart that's burning in his fireplace. He ripped out Johnny Storm's heart.
That's
And then
cool.
there's a balloon that's just the 4 logo. But you could see it kind of pulsing. He made Reed Richards into a balloon and he's still alive. Fortnite Doctor Doom. He's insane.
Fortnite Battle Pass.
And also I appreciate, and this is again like it's weird, like the Fortnite guys are getting Doctor Doom accurate. The Doom you can kill on the map is a Doom bot. You can never kill normal Doctor
that's
Doom.
That's
cool.
fun.
That's
That's
fun.
fun.
Yeah. It says Doombot. Also, Mysterio's in it now. Emma Frost is in it. I don't know what's going on. Disney must have paid like some crazy
Gwenpool.
money or something.
Yeah.
Gwenpool, War Machine, bro. They put War Machine in it.
War Machine looks cool.
Yeah, they put War Machine in it.
Yeah, so
Anyway.
Tyler wants Harper and I to play. Harper and I don't really.
You know
what
what's
to-
crazy?
You don't want to play it.
No, I'm down. I want to know what I'm doing. So
I was
That's the
I was
fun of it.
listening
That'd be
back
fun.
on the Deadpool and Wolverine, and actually it might have literally been the episode that I was just showing.
Fat Sector.
Yeah, and Fat Sector.
By
it
the
was
way,
that
rip
one.
Fat
And
Sector.
yeah, I
And
know.
Dr.
Dr.
Doom
Doom
killed
came
him.
to fruition. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dr. Doom killed him.
yeah.
But that was what,
Jeez,
3
man.
weeks ago, and there's a part in it where like we talk about the West Coast Avengers book, and I go, you know what? That might actually get me back. I guess it did because I've read like 40 issues since that
I was
point.
thinking
It
about
really
that, dude.
worked.
I feel like you
Should
read more than
like
that.
I don't know.
you said
That's
was
a
it
guess?
earlier this week in the chat or was it last week? You said I didn't. Oh, your screen just glitched, Hunter. I just saw it.
Oh,
I
it
just
did.
saw it.
It did. I saw it too.
What the heck happened?
No.
Am I back? I swear I'm not on Earth 62.
No.
62. 42.
42, yeah.
Yeah, 42. Yeah.
Guy's not a
It's-
real fan.
Oh.
Seems to have
That was
stopped.
sad. That was actually really upsetting.
It just
Yeah,
happened
that's-
twice though. Oh.
Oh,
Okay,
Oh,
well, sorry
it's
guys.
so
I'll-
bad.
I'll
Oh, it's
just
so
leave.
bad. It's
I'll
done it
leave.
like 3 times since.
What the heck happened?
but Harper, you said I didn't realize that I could live my normal life and still read comics. You know, that's what
Yeah, no.
everyone does.
But you don't. Yeah, but
Everyone that
not,
reads comics
because-
just doesn't have lives.
Yeah,
No,
that's all we
I
do
think
is
that's
we
a
sit in
na-
our
that's a
basements and we read
naive-
comic
That's
books.
a naive way of looking at life. My life has been completely upended. Like I entered a relationship out of
Yeah.
seemingly no, it blew my mind.
Sorry,
My
sorry. Can I
work-
interrupt? Can I interrupt?
My work was upended with the death of one of my students. My mum got cancer. I moved out of
won't
home.
interrupt.
Like everything changed all at once, and I was stressed out of my mind. And the best thing I could do was just I just stepped away from literally everything. Like I couldn't function as a human being. I couldn't watch things. I couldn't read things. I couldn't focus on things. Every time I tried to focus, all I would do was think about shit going on. And so I just had to go through it. And so it's taken me till like probably 3-4 months ago where I was just like, okay, let's pull it together. It was like the Better Call Saul kind of terms. I was like, let's lock in and do something. Like I know I love this show. Will this bring me back? And then we watched all of it, and it was like I felt like peace. You know what I mean? I felt like I was brought back to like humanity almost. And like this fucking lump in my neck, I have to get it checked out again. I'm pretty sure it's stress, but it's a lymph node that has literally just turned into like a golf ball out of stress. Like I don't know. I'm gonna die in my 40s from a heart attack. I guarantee it.
Oh,
Like it's
That's like
not
next
right.
week too.
Yeah.
Like, you just
I know,
turned 40.
and that's what I mean. But like it's taken a long time for me to realize that I can actually like Thrawn Alliances, like the comic adaptation that came out.
Yeah.
Remember that? I read
I
all
do
of those
vaguely
issues.
remember
It took me forever. I would have to read like a page like every 3 days. Like I couldn't sit and focus. It was impossible. Like you don't
Bro's
I
been scrolling on TikTok too much.
it was
Yeah,
like
it was just hard without the Subway Surfers underneath it.
it was dude, it was my mind was
Fried.
bad. And like now it's like things have kind of settled. Life is kind of better, a lot better.
Mhm.
Like a lot of shit that has happened, I've moved far enough away from that it can sort of just like lock in, be happy and enjoy life. And it's back to that kind of like, oh, the splendors of reality. You know what I mean? You go for a walk and the
I do
sun
like
is shining and you
reality.
feel
I'm a
better.
fan of it. Yeah.
If reality is fucking dope, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so like I think it's everything has kind of come together now because I've made it sort of through that shitty time, and I can focus on those things again. And that's awesome because like I even if I knew how much I would have enjoyed the Ultimate Spider-Man, which I'm caught up on, yay,
Yeah,
or all the
we'll talk
Ultimate
about it.
stuff, which I'm caught up on. Jerry Duggan's Iron Man. Even if
all
I
of it?
knew that I would
All of it?
love that. No, God, no, not Black Panther and X-Men.
The two
I might,
minority ones.
I could
Okay.
read Black Panther. X-Men does not interest me whatsoever. I could read that.
Me neither.
But like, even if I knew how much I would love those things 6 months ago, I would not have been able to read them. I would not have been able to
Well,
sit
stress.
without. I wouldn't have been able to sit without bursting into tears.
Interesting.
Genuinely, I wouldn't have been able to do
I
it.
thought you said
Like,
birthing
whenever
into
I'm
tears.
it's genuinely my de-stressor though. I feel like if anytime I would be stressed, I'm like, yo, give me.
I
give
know,
me an
but
issue.
like
Fantastic Four.
the jump in life, like it, yeah.
People get busy.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
it's a lot. I,
Yeah.
I once had a friend make a joke to me that I was abandoning my mother because like we had already planned to move out before finding out about her cancer. And he was just like, you made a joke that I was abandoning her by moving out because she was diagnosed with cancer. And I was just like, are you actually
Did
serious?
he do it?
Like,
Did he do it
what
like Days of Future Past, where he was like, remember he's like, mutant brothers and sisters all dead. Where were you,
Yeah,
Harper?
where were you,
Where were
Charles?
you when your own mother needed you? Hiding.
I was just like, I do not need this level of stress right now. Please leave me alone. But yeah, and no, and now you're right, Tyler. It is the de-stressor. Like I've read like 10 issues of that Chip Zdarsky,
Daredevil.
that one. I'm on that in like the last couple of days. It's just been doing like 5 issues a day, and it's like it's
Yeah,
probably not
no,
the
yeah,
fastest, but
bro.
it's good. It's like it's good to be back. It feels good. I feel
Give
the
it- give
most at
us-
peace that I've felt in like 2 years.
Are we
Give
gonna
us
get
a
a
rundown.
revival of Comic Rebirth?
There's no way. There's
Oh
zero chance.
God, no! Fuck no! Oh my God, I would actually
I-
rather
I
die
had to
than
ask.
run an Instagram account. I
was
like
gonna say-
running like the
A hero
one
story.
because it's casual. Like you just jump on and interact as much. But I don't want to have to make
Give
posts
us-
or do whatever.
Same. I
Give
kind of
us
quit.
a rundown of what you've read.
Okay, I read Jerry Duggan's Iron Man.
how
Ultimate
many issues
Invasion,
is Iron Man?
20.
20? Oh, okay.
Jerry Duggan's Iron Man. I said that. I said Jerry Duggan's Iron Man twice.
Oh,
I
third
read
time.
Duggan's
Just
Iron
in
Man
case.
3 times. Jerry Duggan's Iron Man.
It was just so
Ultimate
good. When I
Invasion,
ended it, I restarted it.
Ultimate Invasion, Ultimate Universe issue 1,
Mhm.
the 3 issues of Ultimates, the 7 issues of Ultimate Spider-Man, and I'm 11 issues into the 14 issues of that Chip Zdarsky run.
The second
volume
part.
Oh,
yeah.
and finally, this morning, the first thing I did when I woke up, I read Werewolf by Night.
Yay.
Oh, like the new
Because
one.
Yay.
there was not a digital copy for the first like 3 days, and I wasn't able to read it. And that was going to be my thing, Tyler, is I was going to tell you the morning or like the day that it came out, I couldn't find it. It wasn't on like Amazon or anything, and it wasn't on any pirate sites, but you don't use them.
Yeah, never. Why would you?
How did you
and-
read the latest Ultimate Spider-Man?
And so what I did was what I did was I was like, okay, well, the issue hasn't dropped yet. I'm just going to read the preview. So then I've got like a head start when the issue drops. So I read like the first 5 pages of Werewolf by Night. And then when you asked, I was like, yeah, I read like the first 5 pages. And then you were like, well, this thing happens. Message me when the thing happens. And I was like, okay, I will. And then for the next like 3 days, it just wasn't there. And I was like,
just like, did he not read the rest? I thought you just
No.
had the issue and you were like, I'm 5 pages in. It's probably good enough.
yeah, but no, yeah. I think that's a good place to I put a bookmark in it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been doing some good reading, and comic books are fucking lit, bro. I
Dude, how
love
good
it.
are they
They're
right now?
awesome,
Like,
yeah.
Can you believe
They're
how much
so
people
good.
complain about them versus like how good they actually are?
We do complain a
Yeah,
lot on
no.
here.
I know.
To be
we
fair,
never
I do
talk
think
about the
they've
good
gotten
stuff.
a lot better since I dipped out of them. It seems like they're really
When
good.
did you dip out? What was the last book you really
Yeah.
read monthly?
Oh,
kind of?
that's a real good
Was
question.
it Cantwell? That
It
was
Cantwell?
Iron Man, yeah.
No, no, actually, no. Maybe it was because that would have finished what 2022 ish.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
think
like,
so,
because
2022.
all the other stuff that I read, like Miles and Walking Dead and
But
whatever,
what was the last thing
all,
you
like,
liked that you read, like ongoing, that you
Oh,
really
ongoing
liked?
that I like? Strange. I liked Strange. And
Oh,
I mean, I was,
Stark.
I was,
Oh, Jim McKay.
yeah, Strange, Daredevil. I mean, I read the start of Doctor Strange. I got to catch up. I read the start of that Daredevil run and am now about to finish it. Like, I'd started a lot of stuff. I just hadn't caught up.
Mhm.
And all of them are good.
Interesting.
I don't think I'd read a bad thing outside of
You
like
just
Iron
got
Man
like
wasn't even.
busy and burnt
I
out,
got
maybe.
busy. I got burnt out. Well, I got burnt out, and then I got busy, and then life was like, here you go, and then it was like, right, and it just felt insurmountable. Like Jerry Duggan's Iron Man, like I saw that it was 20 issues. I mean, seeing that it was ending helped. I was like, okay, there's an end point. I can catch up, and I know that I'm not going to catch up just to be behind the ball again. But it definitely felt like I would see that it was on issue 18, and I'm like, I haven't even started, and it felt like I couldn't do
18.
that. Like it
Oh,
felt
yeah.
impossible, which is
Yeah.
bullshit. Because then I finished it in like a week, and it was fine.
Yeah.
Like, it
Yeah.
was absolutely fine. Yeah. So it was just like, just getting back into it, and like you
What's the
got to
best
be in. You really have to be in the mindset, I guess. Otherwise, then
What's-
you burn yourself out on enjoying it. Like it's there to enjoy. I want to be reading. I realized that I could, if I really wanted to, I could read like 3 panels on Marvel Unlimited, and then if I had to go and do something, just go and do it and come back to it. Because my memory is not so short term that I'm going to be like, what happened in the last 3 pages?
Who is
You know?
this?
Yeah, who the fuck is this guy? He's got horns and a red helmet. His name's
Yeah.
Daredevil. Never heard of this boy. But like, yeah. So like, I tried to make it more casual, and then making it more casual, I was way more invested. Like,
Yeah,
I was instead of being like, yeah, I'll do like 3 pages, I'd be like, oh wow, I finished that issue real quick. Let me go on to the
Just
next
go
one.
on to the next, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm happy for
What do
you.
you think's the best thing you've read recently?
Oh,
Oh,
you've
What
read.
is the best thing? of
You've
all the
pretty
things
much
you've read?
only read good stuff.
Is it
Ah.
Ultimate?
Jerry Duggan's Iron Man is tough, man. That is a celebration of all of the Iron Man stuff that I love. Like the nostalgia there is supreme. There's literally an issue of that is it's like an homage, as Hunter would say, to that epilogue of Armor Wars where he's in the dream sequence. And when I saw that, I was like, Jerry Duggan, he is that motherfucker. Like he
He
gets
gets
it.
it.
The fact that he's doing
Well,
West
he's-
Coast Avengers is
He's
so
definitely
exciting.
he's like a Marvel lifer, you know. He's read
He's
all. Of it.
yeah,
He gets
like
it.
he made this was one for the fans. You know what I mean? You know, Cantwell and Slott were like, we're doing new and different things with Tony Stark. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's interesting, but
He's on
you gotta
another planet with Stiltman. Yeah.
yeah, you got to execute that well. And Jerry Duggan was just like, fuck no, this one's for the fans, and it was like it was a nostalgia play in some points, but it was a fucking good one, like a
Yeah.
really good one.
How about Ultimate fucking Spider-Man?
Ultimate
Yeah.
Spider-Man might be the best thing I've ever read.
I know, dude, isn't it crazy? You're like
Tyler,
7 issues
you-
in, and I'm just like, oh, this is the peak of this character in the past.
You know what's
60
funny,
years
Tyler,
since
is
this
that you've
adventure.
got like, remember you read, the original Ultimate Spider-Man series. It was the best comic book ever. And then you read Walking Dead and you were like, Walking Dead is better than Ultimate Spider-Man. Is Ultimate Spider-Man about to be better for you again,
better
but a
than Walking
different
Dead?
Ultimate Spider-Man?
Listen, but here's the
We gotta
thing,
see how
here's the
long
issue.
it goes.
The only issue is that
that's
there is
exactly it.
no chance, 0% chance that Hickman and Chichetto, at the very least, even just Hickman, is on this for 160 issues.
I think
Zero shot.
I genuinely think like max 25. Max.
25, maybe. I
Well,
feel like that's
when does
even a
Maker
maybe.
break out? Like,
Yeah.
Maker breaks out, I think, with 24 issues. So
oh, so
yeah,
25.
no.
Yeah, he'll do one
Yeah,
more
exactly.
after.
That's 24 months. Yeah, 2 years. So yes, Maker breaks out then. Yeah, there's no shot. There's fucking no shot he goes for 10, 15 years on this book.
Yeah.
You know what I
No,
mean?
no,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
But
But is that's not necessarily a bad thing either.
well, yes,
Like,
because there are runs like, I would say that the 12 issues of All-Star Superman are on par with the 160 of Ultimate Spider-Man, or on
Yeah.
par with, 193 of Walking Dead or whatever. So if Hickman can keep up this momentum, and if it's every issue is as good as the others, because they all are pretty much as good as the other issues.
It just keeps getting
Like,
better, yeah.
Yeah. And it goes for like a solid 30, then this could be the best book ever. Honestly, I'm like, this is the peak Spider-Man.
Next
ever.
issue is Iron Lad versus Spider-Man.
I know. Dude, when I got to because I'd seen that page of like
Yeah.
Iron Lad showing up and being like,
Returning.
I'm
It's been
here.
6
And I was
months.
like, that's so cool. But I didn't see like, because the top
The
of the page
context.
just said, and now I'm here. And it didn't have the
Yeah.
part down the bottom that said 6 months ago I asked you. Oh no, it's the page before. 6 months ago I asked, I said I was going to be here. And then it ends with, are you a hero yet? And I didn't see the start or the end of that. And so like, I'm catching up on the issues and I'm like, I'm on 7 and he hasn't shown up yet. He must show up at the end of this issue. And then sure enough, he does. And then I saw the page of the next one that comes out next fucking
cover.
week. And I was like,
yeah.
yeah, I was so excited.
And that was so exciting because it was like when he said 6 months ago, I said this to you.
6 months, yeah.
I read that 6 months ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it's unreal.
It was 6 months ago that he said that. It is because the Ultimate Spider-Man experiment, this whole, we're moving month by month and it is moving in a form of real time, is
so cool.
Crazy. It is actually crazy to read.
It is the coolest conceit.
We were talking about this the other day in the chat where it's like, this is, and we've said this a million times, obviously, but this is what people have wanted from Peter Parker for decades at this point. Literal decades.
Yeah, he's perfect Peter, yeah.
And so they give it to us. I'm at the point where I don't even care that this isn't normal Peter. Like, if I imagine Spider-Man, I want it to be this fucking guy. I don't care about the regular one anymore. He's a loser. He's in the newest issue. He's making out with some new girlfriend, some new
new character.
You know what I mean? It's like, no.
Is he really?
MJ,
yeah,
children,
in a restaurant.
He's an adult. You know what I mean? That's what we want. Yeah, some new character. There's a new one. They invented.
We did talk about this in the chat. We did talk about like it's incredible how much they fumbled 616 Spider-Man in terms of like more than any character I think any of us can think of. He is the most like they've fucking mutilated and then not given back the things that anyone wants. It's amazing.
It's incredible as well because Peter Parker Spider-Man might be the most
Hunter's just looking at, but look at it. He's just like, hello.
No, sorry. Chelsea's walking my dog, and I just looked over like, well, that's my dog. Sorry,
so stupid.
Sorry, I was like, that looks a lot like my dog. Sorry, go on.
Peter Parker Spider-Man might be the most popular fictional character literally ever created, right?
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Top 5
Spider-Man.
at least, yeah.
Claptrap.
You think so for Borderlands? Really
movie specifically.
Movie.
Jack Black, Claptrap.
Jack Black, yeah.
But he's
at
least one of the top ones. It's him. It's like fucking Mickey Mouse and Mario and shit.
And
you know what I mean?
Claptrap.
Like, and Claptrap, yes. And they've fumbled it to the point where we don't like him anymore.
Sorry, I'm just picturing like you go to anywhere in the world, any country,
the Mount Rushmore of characters.
Yeah, you talk to anybody, any country, they're gonna know Superman is, they're gonna know Spider-Man, they're gonna know Mickey Mouse, they're gonna know Claptrap by Jack Black.
You could show up to any country with a Claptrap shirt, and there will be kids walking up to you asking you where you bought it. Where can I get one? Yeah, but
we have just now this bit has secured Claptrap for the thumbnail, hasn't it? Like,
yes, it has. Unfortunately.
Just to be fair, none of us have seen the movie.
I thought about seeing it, but Why would I do that?
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I've like played maybe one of those games too.
I played
I
Borderlands
think I
2,
played
but
2 of them. Yeah, but yeah, anyway, who cares? Who
yeah,
cares? Even though
I didn't
obviously he's
care
one of the
for
most
it.
popular fictional characters ever, Claptrap. But
Yeah.
um,
I mean,
Jack
I
Black
haven't seen
Claptrap.
every Mickey Mouse movie, so you know.
exactly, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's fair.
I haven't read every
actually couldn't-
Spider-Man issue, so
Mate, I couldn't even name you a Mickey Mouse movie. I don't even know what he's in. I just know the character.
yeah,
What is he
exactly.
in?
Like people just know Claptrap for the
Mickey Mouse
character.
Clubhouse. You never watched that as a
No,
kid?
no,
Didn't have that when you were a kid? I forgot. Yeah, they didn't
no.
have
We didn't
TVs
have
yet when you were a
TV.
kid.
We just
Yeah,
had the
exactly.
wasteland. We just had Guzzolene.
You just had Claptrap.
Dude,
Yeah,
dude, that
when I
Mad
was a
Max
kid, we
game
had
is
Claptrap and that was
fucking
it.
fun. That game is fun.
What
Mad
game?
Max?
Oh, the
I've
Mad
heard,
Max.
Mad
game.
I've heard
Max.
bad
Yeah.
things.
Excellent.
It's
No,
fun
that
as
game's
it's
excellent.
that game is fun as
Um,
fun. Dude, I was like, I shot a harpoon expecting to harpoon like a car next to me. I harpooned the guy in the head out of it and dragged him out of the car. And I was just like, I've never laughed so like Vicky's in the kitchen, like she was cooking like some lemon like dessert thing, and I'm sitting on the couch just murdering cars, going, it's the greatest thing I've ever done. I think at one point I turned to her and just went, "This is Australia." And she looked at me like, "What?"
Harpooning
That's
people
our
on
home.
the wasteland.
There's a part. It's like there's parts where there's just convoys of cars driving around, and you want to stop them so you can get their loot and stuff. And it feels like Fury Road. It's so fucking good,
It's a
man.
good game. It is a good
That game has like a 9 out of 10 on Steam. People on Steam love that shit.
It's a good game.
The Claptrap's not in it.
Claptrap.
Claptrap's
anyway, yeah.
not in it. No, no.
That's why it's
true.
not 10. It's a 9.
Yes.
All the reviews are just like, why didn't they put Claptrap in here? It's like
It'd
Borderlands
be
is
great if
like a
Claptrap was in here,
wasteland.
I gotta say.
I actually have no idea what like the review scores for this game are.
What were you talking about? Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man, Peter Parker.
Yeah, Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh,
okay.
okay, Peter Parker. Right. He's been
Nice.
broken for so long, and but arguably, there's no character that people, billions of people worldwide have this emotional connection to Peter Parker because
Claptrap.
like he matters to them as a character. Like, you know what I mean? Literal
Yeah.
billions of people.
Like also like a little trash robot with 2 arms and
Yes,
runs
like
around on a wheel.
Sorry, I'm just picturing Claptrap as you're like millions of people.
Billions of people have
No,
this connection to this little robot.
I don't remember the last time if you polled 1 million people on the street and showed them R2D2 and Claptrap, they'd go Claptrap every time.
Yeah, it's Claptrap
Alright.
sleep over there.
Did
Stupid.
you guys also
Hunter so much?
did your countries also do like a national holiday when they casted Jack Black as Claptrap in like
Yeah, no,
Was that just
2016?
us?
I got that day off. Yeah,
Yeah, that was awesome.
that was awesome. Oh, those were the days when they cast. You know what though? When they reboot eventually, and we get our new Claptrap, we'll be celebrating in the streets. I gotta tell you.
It's just Claptrap, really. Yeah.
But who would
So
play him besides
stupid.
Jack Black? Jack Black was born to play Claptrap.
Is Hunter frozen on your screen, Tyler?
What?
He was frozen for a second?
He was
yeah.
frozen in. He was
Oh,
frozen in.
oh.
Whoa!
It was like a
I'm-
horror movie jump scare.
This is the worst your internet has ever been, Hunter. Oh, that means we're gonna be the ones that are glitching. Fuck.
Oh god. Throw the episode out
You
already.
guys weren't glitching for me, or you weren't frozen for me. So I literally said Jack Black was born to play Claptrap, and you guys just jumped. We're like, oh
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Hunter,
true.
your camera's doing that. Remember that time you got up and stood in the corner? It's
no,
doing that
literally
shit
doing
again.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll figure it
No,
out.
that's not working.
We'll move on.
Okay.
We're gonna move
Good.
on. What are we even talking
Claptrap.
about?
So
I
in
don't even
Borderlands
remember.
news,
I mean,
we're talking Ultimate.
Are we
Ultimate
changing
Spider-Man.
discussions?
I have
No.
idea.
Okay,
This is-
we're
this
talking
is
about
so
best
unhinged. What happened?
We
This
were
is what
talking about
happens when
best
it's the three of
comics.
us again.
Right.
I want to say
yes.
that Hunter is an idiot and Tyler was right.
Oh,
And I say that as
Oops.
someone who's now like I watched you guys talk about it and then I caught up.
Wait,
That
why am I an
black
idiot?
suit, his suit,
Oh.
Ultimate Spider-Man suit is not an alien. It's just it's a nanotech suit and it's gonna be an AI Venom guaranteed.
well,
Lock
we
it in.
talked about this. Hunter thought it was an actual like a real alien.
Like why would
symbiote.
Tony Stark give him a
But-
technology called a Picotech suit and it is just an alien?
and also is probably aware of Venom because he's seen the 616 universe or whatever. But
Yeah.
I do think that you weren't off with the idea of it being Venom though. His
No,
suit will-
no.
He'll
Yeah,
probably
that's true.
that would, and that would be cool because in this newest issue, issue 7, obviously he uploads himself into the suit as his AI. He's got inner monologue. So that's how they're
It's a
doing the
terrible
Spider-Man.
idea.
Yeah, horrible idea. And so it speaks to him, and it's got black speech bubbles, and it's very clearly, Venom. It's going to be like this version of Venom.
Harry Osborn's an idiot, bro.
Harry uploads his dad's fucking AI, doesn't he?
Well,
Holy
that's
shit, we can
Green
talk
Goblin.
about this series as like a collective now. This is amazing.
Yeah, welcome
next
to the
week
conversation.
Next week can come out and you guys can talk about it, and I won't just be like, where's Claptrap? You know what I mean? Like, we can actually talk about it.
Yeah, you
so
can join
exciting.
us.
Dude, yeah, comics are back.
Because we were talking about, in the chat, we were talking about the other day how it's like 30 years Peter Parker has not, 616 Peter has not grown as a character, right? 30 full years since the Clone Saga, right? Literally longer than any of us have ever been alive, except for you, I guess.
Harper.
Or Harper, where not only has he not grown, but they've actually pushed him backwards. They've only pushed him back.
He's younger,
yeah. Like, and the issue is, it's like, it's not even like they've literally made him younger. It's just he's so pathetic now because they make him act younger, but he's still the same age that he has to be. Like when JMS was writing Spider-Man, Peter was very clearly like early 30s, right? He's got stubble, he's a teacher, he's an adult, he's grown up. He's clearly in his early 30s. But now, since, past one more day, he's like 25, 6, and he's not doing anything with his life, and he hasn't done anything.
256.
Yeah,
insane.
Yeah. And so it's like it's like we've gotten 500 issues since then, or 400 issues since then, and nothing of note has happened to Spider-Man. In the Clone Saga was started issue 400, and we're at 950 right now, and they've taken everything from him. A majority of Spider-Man is fucking terrible. Yeah. But now we have this guy. We have me. we have me. But now we have Ultimate Peter, who I'm genuinely just like, if they do that Rebirth Superman thing where they kill regular Peter and they just throw Ultimate Spider-Man into the universe,
oh my god, that's hilarious. That would be hilarious.
I'm honestly on board. But it is insane how much you got, Hunter. You got
it. Keep talking.
He's trying to open something he can't open.
It's a water bottle. It's like
he can't open it.
Dude, you are such you are. Oh my god.
What? No, I'm thirsty.
You know who could open that real easy? Claptrap.
It may be an engineer.
Easy, open that bad boy up.
You have gesticulating
Hold on, I'll get him to open it. You guys keep talking.
Hunter,
I haven't had a drink in, I think, 4 days.
In the wasteland.
I'm trying to be more like Claptrap, and I learned that Claptrap doesn't need liquids. So I'm like, okay, I guess I don't either.
Can you roll around on a wheel for me, please?
No.
No, you're not a real trapper, bro. You don't know. He doesn't get it.
Real trapper. Oh my god. That's so dumb.
This is so stupid. This whole bit. This is so stupid, man. You know what? I want to bring that.
Thoroughly enjoying this podcast.
I want to bring that fat sector. I want him and Claptrap to cross over. That could be the thumbnail right there. Boom.
To cross over.
To cross over. Fat trap. Clap. Sector.
Fat trap.
Yo, we gotta get Cannon Harper, Fat Harper with just like the Claptrap eye instead of his two eyes.
You should genuinely make Fat Sector and his sidekick Fat Trap, and it's just a fat Claptrap. That's it.
Doesn't make any sense. That's so funny.
So you know how Claptrap's shaped like this? You just invert it, so it's shaped like that. Yeah. That's it. Man,
can you really not get this water bottle open, Hunter?
Do you want me? Can I open it for you?
Yeah,
it's lefty loosey. So
this is fascinating material. Oh,
no, it's my hands are sweaty, so it's just.
What is wrong with you?
This has to be genuinely the most like beta thing I've ever seen in my fucking life.
It's a hydro flask.
If JD was here, he would just ridicule you.
Oh my god, he would be so mad. he would be so mad. He would actually reach through the screen.
He would wake up.
He would.
JD would go from this.
He would.
Just wake up
Yeah,
and look
yeah.
at the camera.
He would smell your weakness.
He would actually pay attention on the podcast.
Where is he right now? I haven't heard
Yeah.
from him.
Red Hulk. Red
Yeah,
Hulk.
or yeah. He's
Oh.
turned into the Red Hulk. He's rampaging outside.
That
That's
makes
what
sense.
saw
You just
before
see him
you thought it was your dog.
jump past the window. Like,
When Harrison
That's what
Ford,
Hunter- that's what Hunter was looking at earlier when he was like, "What the?"
I swear
Oh,
to
yeah,
God, that's
jumping
JD
behind.
out there.
why is he
doing the
just
rounds.
standing in the yard there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say this is super off topic, but I thought of it weeks ago. But you know how when Robert Downey Jr. when he puts the suit on, like Iron Man, and the mask goes on, you see like his face still with all the holograms around him. Is that gonna happen with Doom? Like he'll keep cutting to like, Robert Downey Jr.'s face,
Surely
and he'll
not,
have like a
surely
few.
not.
They'll just be like green holograms.
No, there's no way. There's no way.
Because that's
Look at
that's
Tyler,
how
he's so mad.
that's how they show his face often while keeping Iron Man's mask on.
He has eye holes.
I cannot believe you just said that. I can't believe you.
This is not
No,
gonna
that
happen.
just made me so mad.
He
'cause
puts the
they're gonna
mask
do
on
that.
and the camera goes close. And then
They're not, Tyler, they're
inside-
not gonna do that. Tyler, they're not
Remember
going
when
to
they
do
did
that.
with
know
Black
what's happening.
Adam. Who'd they do?
Oh, they did with
I-
Dr.
you know what?
Fate.
Oh,
Yeah.
they did do it with Dr. Fate. That was bad, yeah.
Because I was watching Fantastic Four yesterday, and his face is never scarred. The Doctor Doom in those movies.
No.
In those
And I'm
movies, he has
like-
one line, doesn't he?
And
Yeah,
I'm
one
like, no, but in the second movie, he's healed. He doesn't even have any scars.
Oh, got
Oh,
it.
and I'm
Sorry.
thinking,
Woo!
there we go.
My
I'm
hand
thinking,
is
like,
red.
Is it possible that Robert Downey Jr. never wears a mask as Doctor Doom?
God, I hope
ever?
that's cyanide. Fuck.
He
I don't feel so good.
How are we gonna end the podcast?
Yeah, I gotta hit
I don't
record.
feel so good.
Stop recording.
You drink that goo that guy drank at the beginning of Prometheus. You just start melting into the ground.
Oh my God, Tyler, why are you so obsessed with Prometheus?
Because I literally
just watched it.
watched it.
We
I
Really
just watched it 20
watched
fucking
it
minutes
recently
ago.
as well. You can't.
No, I
stop
just watched it
watching
today. I just came home from watching it.
But didn't you just watch it like a month ago or something?
No.
Oh, okay. You have to be the biggest Prometheus fan. No one cares about that movie, Tyler.
No, I'm the biggest Prometheus fan in this group, maybe. No,
Yeah,
I don't
okay,
even, I
yeah.
don't even know if I
It's
like
so-
that movie.
It's so mid. It's like, who cares?
I just
Did you
want a
like it, Hunter?
letterbox.
You like
I just want a
Prometheus?
letterbox. Tyler gave it 3 stars. I gave it 3 stars. Harper gave it 3 stars. So
Yeah, no, we
So
all
we're all
literally
equal
just-
fans.
Yeah, there you go.
Just no claptrap.
It's
That would have
just-
been 4.
So
Yeah.
what? Oh, can you imagine?
can we get into Alien?
Yeah,
we
might as
doing
well. I
it?
feel like we're tiptoeing around alien fucking Romulus, which also doesn't have
Okay.
claptrap.
I
Whatever,
guess.
but-
Are we tiptoeing around it, or is there even that much to talk about?
We should talk
I feel
Craven
like-
first, and then we'll end with Alien stuff. How about?
No, we'll end with
Yeah.
fucking Ultimates issue 3 on Werewolf by Night, bitch. Comic
Oh, yeah.
books.
Real quick for Ultimate, Harper, you said in the group chat the Ultimates found like the Human Torch. What is that from?
That's
Free
the
comic
free
day
comic
issue.
book day issue. Yeah.
I did not read that.
Yeah, but it's not happened yet, seemingly in the book.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, because they would have met. Yeah, no, it has to happen at
He would
some
be
point.
on
But
the
we
team,
see that
yeah.
like Wolverine is dead. We see that
Yep.
Black Bolt is
Oh.
dead. We see a
Oh,
bunch
he's
of heroes
dead.
dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So-
if you look at that cover for fucking what's it? Look, he's there.
No, he is
Issue
there.
7 or
Issue
whatever.
6.
He's there.
Oh,
6 is it?
Dude,
so I guess it's
issue-
just,
Can we talk about that real quick? That cover you sent, because I saw a tweet by Dennis Camp where he said that the artist Juan Frigeri trained years ago in like some like crazy martial art that version of the Hulk does, and so we're gonna
Yeah.
get some insane Hulk martial arts in that issue. Like I cannot wait, dude.
Is he just making shit
Ultimates-
up? He's making
Ultimates,
shit up.
Maybe he's making shit up because he's seemingly made
He's
shit
just-
up.
he's the
Robert Downey
biggest
Jr.
troll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But Ultimates is fucking top tier shit, man. It is.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
Top
the,
We'll do
tier
the
comics.
latest,
Comics
the
later,
latest
comics
Hulk
later.
issue.
Later. All right, later.
later.
Shouldn't we just do them now? We've been talking about comics this whole time.
He's actually probably got a point. Fuck it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know what?
just keep the
Fine,
flow.
let's do it
Let's
now.
let's upend the structure of this fucking show.
Yeah.
We never have any structure. Let's just talk about Ultimates issue 3 because it did come out.
Hunter, I have one question for you. Did you read those parts I was talking about?
Yeah, with the information parts. Yes, of course I did.
What happened in them?
Well, there's 2. The first
Yes.
one was talking about how the radiation from the bomb ended up affecting the villages nearby, and it affected like a certain amount of people, but like there was 10 pregnant women during this, and they gave birth to goo from Alien.
From
Yeah.
Alien,
Yeah.
They gave birth
Yeah.
to big engineer xenomorph hybrids.
Yeah. And then the second one was I can't remember.
Okay.
I did read it though. I did read
I
it.
was about to say,
know-
I'll give you $50 if you like got both of them.
Dennis Camp was
Like-
talking about how this is clearly inspired by Castle Bravo test that the United States military. Which I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry,
I
the
was
world.
about to say, here's another
Um,
to
we
apologize for
dropped nukes
America.
just in random places, and we just said "fuck it" to the people that live there. But he said that if you look through these letters he wrote, because he obviously wrote all these pages, there are lines directly ripped from the documents from the Castle Bravo thing.
No shit.
And one of them is so fucked up where it's like, oh my, the real people wrote this about real people. But the line that is like drawn directly from it is, while it's true that these people do not live as we do, as civilized people do, it is also true that they are more close to us than mice. That is a true quote from a real fucking like report on real people.
My God, bro.
And so just the magic, I
Okay.
guess, if you could call it that, of this Ultimates run is that Dennis Camp is tapping into that stuff. He's tapping into
So good.
real
Oh, yeah.
life, real
Oh, yeah.
dark human shit that America, because he's not really talking about the rest of the world necessarily. It's really about the United States and what we've done. Because
Well,
he's
America doesn't
American.
exist
Do-
anymore,
do-
so it's okay.
I was gonna say, do you mean like how literally the last issue had Midas as the president of the
As the
United States, and
president
all he
explaining
cared
how-
about was money, and he's literally
in
in a gold
capitalism,
suit?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
capitalism.
Gold's
It
a
is,
soft
like,
metal.
And so I
Oh,
really
fuck, that
think-
was so hard, bro.
I really
Breaks
think,
his
bro,
neck.
that this what he's tapping into here, just all of this stuff, I think this is so fucking excellent. I think this is
It's so good.
unbelievably good.
Well,
Like,
when you guys brought up Ultimate Spider-Man before, I don't think that Ultimates is like not comparable. I actually think they're both about as good as each other.
They're
Like,
very
I don't-
different.
Yes.
They are very different. I think I feel like
Well, yes,
I
they're very
get
different, obviously.
more content from Ultimates. Does that sound bad? I
No,
feel
you're
like I
right.
get.
Because Ultimates is like, oh, it's traveling this new world.
Well,
Yeah, I
Ultimates
think I like
Camp is-
there's like 3 issues of Spider-Man where like in my mind all it was Harry and Peter talking,
yeah.
and then Harry's origin. Like
No, but
it's just
that's the thing.
it's
is
not
Camp
bad.
in Ultimates, it's world building. It's
Yeah, I think maybe I'm
universe
enjoying the
building, like,
world
stuff like
building
that.
more.
Minus, Ultimate Spider-Man is just kind of the character stuff. Ultimates is this world. We're building it out. This is the stuff that happened. These are the characters that inhabit it, and here's how it's different. And like, because Camp wrote this book, 20th Century Men, which I've been fucking raving about. Nobody's read. It has a review from boingboing.com on the back that says it's really good. And it's got a review from CBR that says, as beautiful as it is complex. So it's a good book, bro. But this
Yeah,
is like,
CBR said so.
I said this to you, Harper. This is the 21st century Watchmen. This is Watchmen
you
for
did
like
say
the
that.
modern comics. This is an excellent 10 out of 10 book that I think everyone should read. I think you guys should fucking read this because it is insanely good. It's better than this Ultimates run. At least
Claptrap
this is
in
only
it?
6 issues.
Okay,
but
counterpoint.
Claptrap is in it.
Does that book have what Ultimates had this week? A big lizard.
It does. I think it does. I swear it does. I
Oh,
think I
you gotta
swear it has
find
a
it.
big lizard at some point.
If there's a big
As he
lizard,
looks for the big lizard, Harper,
swear.
I'm not gonna look for it.
you are right with saying like Ultimate Universe and Ultimate Spider-Man, they're very different. I
They are,
might
yes.
prefer the Ultimates a bit more because of the world building. Because you have like the Ultimates focus this week on like this family of like, or this village of people that have been radiated, and like one person only feels pain from like
think
wind.
he's neat. I just think he's
Iron
neat.
Lad is fighting big, or trying not to fight big lizards. That's the word. Sif killed.
Dude,
It
you're
was,
right.
like, a
That
horrific-
that reveal of like, Tara, your mum, when we see all the other people, that
It's
was
just like veins.
horrifying. Yeah,
It's just like,
she looks
oh,
like Dr. Manhattan. Like when Dr.
But it's
Manhattan's
like, oh, you
trying
want to put a
something back
gun
together.
in her hand? Like she'll be in pain over that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah,
So I was showing
it
it. It's
is.
like I saw
But
my
that's-
mom grow like mouths and teeth before she died, and my father grew feathers and then died as he tried to fly off and stuff like that.
You're talking about your mum
Meanwhile-
for a second.
Yes. Meanwhile, for Ultimate Spider-Man, the conflict is just like, whoa, Robbie is giving
Shocker
exclusive
has shot me
leaks.
off of a roof
No,
twice.
not even
now.
that. It's like, oh, look, Robbie is showing leaks to J. Jonah Jameson for his exclusive newspaper.
Yeah.
Like it's not as
God, there's
yeah,
a
I
guy
still
here.
great,
Yeah, I
but
see
it's
what you mean.
Guy
different.
here who just like turned into a lobster man. Like this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
fucked up, dude.
Yo, that guy
Like,
won. That guy won.
yeah. You think that guy won? You'd prefer
Can you
that?
imagine? Yeah, I'd like to have lobster arms.
Maybe you could open that fucking water bottle better, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I just.
But
You know who
this
kind
issue,
of
like,
has lobster arms?
who?
Claptrap.
Uh,
They're gonna say soups.
oh my god! Oh my god!
Hey, that's not my words. That's Harper's thoughts in my
That was
head.
literally your words. I didn't say a fucking
You
thing.
literally said it.
It's a joke.
But this issue is just and again, it's just a joke, liberals.
Oh my god.
But
Oh
this
my
stuff,
God.
I really think that camp. I know that like whenever there's a new guy that's writing really good comics and everyone's like, this guy's the future. A lot of the times they're just really not. What is he? He's still laughing. This fucking guy is still laughing.
Joker.
That's like somehow the meanest thing. Like, oh, big lobster arms. What soups?
You're
That's
crying.
The most out of character. I am crying. That's the most out of character Hunter Murray comment ever, bro. You straight up bullying people.
Bitch. No, I don't. Okay, I should apologize.
No, move on. Ultimates 3. Let's
Stand
talk about
up.
it.
To be fair, I'm gonna
Yeah.
defend myself for a second. To be fair, Soups drove a man to suicide almost. So
Yeah, well, yeah. No, Soups is a piece of shit fucking
yeah, he's
dog
not
cunt.
a
No,
good
absolutely.
person
No,
at all.
he's an actual fucking moron, genuinely.
I'm not making fun of the disability. I'm just saying that he is a very bad person. So I'm making fun of the bad person. If you have lobster
man,
arms, I'm jealous of you.
But no, Hunter, bully him. Do it. I agree. I'm with you, man. Bully him.
You look like you're gonna cry. Your eyes are all
I
watering.
am crying.
I'm with you,
It's
man.
that fucking video, bro. Who over a Superman? This man's this
Oh,
is
the
him over a
scream.
Superman t-shirt. Over a Superman t-shirt.
Can't hear it.
Can't hear it.
Still can't hear it.
What?
He screams though. He
He
screams.
screams extremely loud.
And
It's
almost
very
violently.
funny.
He sounds like a TIE fighter. He sounds like a TIE fighter.
He does sound like a fighter.
Over a Superman t-shirt, bro. Get a fucking life. Sorry.
Someone said like it sounded like he stood up into like. There it is.
That's it.
It sounds like he stood up.
sorry-
There
I'm
was
sorry
like
about the audio
saw blades
listeners.
above him.
Yeah, his fans were low.
But no, he's a bad person, and he harms the mental health of people around him. And if he has a problem with that, then like that's on him.
Hunter is jealous because he has lobster arms. So
Yeah.
yeah, any fucking way. God, I hate these buttons. There's a woman here who's just got like Resident Evil eyeball on her arm things. You know what I mean? And this is
Oh,
what
the
I-
poor dude in
it's-
the chair. That's right.
Yeah, it is
Oh,
just
the
horrific.
lost
It
in
is
his mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
absolutely horrific.
Hector Hammond, is it?
And
No.
From Green Lantern.
Yeah, I know
Hector
what you're
Hammond.
saying.
Yeah.
I honestly, for a second, was like, "Is that the leader?"
Which
Is that JD?
I feel like we should talk about what this issue is. So this is the Ultimates finding this this island that is off the maps that was bombed
Skull
back in the day
Island from
by
Godzilla Kong. Yeah.
by the worst Bruce Banner ever. Like this dude
Yeah.
You know what I've
sucks.
heard? Do you think this is true? Have they referred to him as Bruce?
They just say Banner. Oh, it could
Oh,
be
could
Could it be his-
She-Hulk.
Could it be his horrible father?
No, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah,
It probably is his
I
dad, honestly.
maybe, yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because he is the worst guy we've met so far, besides the Maker. You know. I
Yeah.
I feel like he
Probably.
is.
Yeah, probably.
And so, yeah, so they find this island that, all these people that have been irradiated. They find our version of She-Hulk in this universe, who is
She's
a
cool.
girl who got irradiated when she was a little kid and
Yeah.
became like a, big monster. I guess.
She became a Hulk. She became the Hulk.
became a Hulk. And what I really like about it is, again, like obviously this is fiction. Obviously none of this really matters to the grand scheme of how you could, it's not realistic because obviously the people turn to the Hulk and they don't just fucking die. But I love the realism of the idea that the Ultimates are trying to recruit these people to fight in their war. And then these people are like, why would we fight in your war?
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with us. And we have to get, Thor and Sif have to say, this is all of our fights. Like, you may think this is disconnected from you, and I understand why you wouldn't want to fight for us, but this is the world's fight. This is the fight for the planet. We're trying to fight for the future here. And I love that, like, the responsibility of, like, having that conversation in the book where they don't just go, oh yeah, you're heroes, we got it. No, it's like, why would we fight for you? Like, you've never
Tony
given us
even
anything.
does a bad job of, like, he just sort of expects that, like, well, people are going to want to take up the cause because the world sucks, but she literally goes, you're the ultimates, you're terrorists, and he doesn't correct her. Like, he doesn't say, no, we're not. Like,
yeah, and she's like, you just want to use us as weapons. Like, you literally, like, he says, he uses the phrase, like, Hulk
an army of Hulks,
This is
an
incredible
Hulk army.
Hulk army,
and
yeah.
she's like, really? A Hulk army? Like, this is what you got. You got Soups. You got JD in the chair. Like, it's like, it's all this horrible stuff. And I don't know. I like having the conversation in the book. I think that's very good. I think that's very good writing.
I think I do like it more than Ultimate Spider-Man. I think I do. I think it
might be better. I think especially that last issue. I really thought issue 2 was like a 10 out of 10.
Issue 2
was the America reveal is awesome.
Dude,
yeah.
Cap going through like all of the history and then walking out and
Cap.
Tony like being like, so what'd you think? And like Cap's just looking at him like, brother.
That's another thing though. If you remember from Ultimates, the original Ultimates, when Cap wakes up, George W. Bush says to him, so Cap, thoughts on the 21st century? And then Cap goes, pretty cool. And in this one, Tony says it. He says thoughts on the 21st century, and Cap's just like, it's just his bloodshot eyes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
This is the worst thing I've ever seen.
This is the worst thing. And I love just this version of this universe where Tony's a teenager and he's the idealistic one, and Steve's an adult and he's kind of the grizzled, rough veteran one, where he's just like, I don't know. Like, I want to fight for this. I want to do this because I know it's like the right thing. But this world is unrecognizable.
Yeah,
this is
completely
not
different.
like anything we've ever seen before.
I think he's my favorite on the team.
Yeah, I love Iron Lad. I love this version of Tony. I think this version of Tony's excellent. He's a teenager. He's a lot of fun.
You guys were talking about different things then. That was so funny. Like,
I know. Well, he said his favorite was Cap. So I'm saying,
I said Cap, and you went and then like Tyler went and then Tyler talked about Iron Lad, and then Hunter was clearly talking about Cap, and I was like, hey, I'm not talking about the same
this
thing.
was an issue without Cap and without Doom as well. No Reed in this issue.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
because the next one will be the Reed Richards origin Fantastic Four issue, which I am unbelievably excited for.
You know what? Hot take. I'm going to say that Iron Lad is also my favorite.
You think so?
Yeah,
you love that armor, man. You love that armor.
I love that. I do love that. It's the Silver Centurion and the Mark V from Iron Man 2 in one costume.
With the Kang reference.
With a Kang reference, yeah.
But
is it not? It's real similar to like pattern wise on the arms. Did you guys like my two theories? Did you like my two theories?
Which ones were
one more likely than the other? I feel.
What were they?
Well, because we've been talking in the chat about like at the end of Ultimate Invasion. Oh, fuck yeah! Look at that. That's so sick.
Thank you.
I also like how it's drawn in that book without the skirt.
Yeah.
You know when he first showed up in like Ultimate Universe 1 and at the end of Ultimate Invasion, had like the Kang skirt. He's lost the Kang skirt now, which I think is cool. We were talking about like how at the end of Ultimate Invasion, Howard Stark goes up to Kang and like sees Kang without the face, and we don't see who it is, but obviously he goes like this, and it's obviously Tony Stark. And we were talking
Tony
about
Stark is also Iron Lad,
Yeah, we're talking about because he's Iron Lad, he's obviously going to become Kang. But is that too obvious? Is there a fake out here, and is it not actually going to be him as Kang? I think it will be. I think it will be.
But we were just talking about how it's, maybe Hickman has so much faith in us as readers that we put 1 and 2 together. We put one and one together, we get 2. But at the same time, if the reveal is Tony, which we all know it would be because Tony's Iron Lad, because he's Kang's future, and because he looks like fucking Iron Man.
Yeah.
But they don't show his face. Does that mean there's room for a swerve? Yes, it does. Does that make sense? I guess we'll fucking see.
Yeah.
I'd be okay if it was just Tony.
But who?
I
If
no, I
it's
think it
not
will be, and I
Tony,
think it makes
Mhm.
more sense, especially because it's like it's haunting to me that in the first issue he says like we're not get you know we're basically not going to take any risks that are going to cause like people to die. Like after they did the origins and only a couple of them stuck, and then fucking Carol Danvers blew up and whatever.
blew up
Like
for
Yeah.
some reason. Yeah.
it didn't fully work. He rules out time travel because he's like we can't do this. It's going to get people killed. And I think it'd be interesting if then we get to him as Kang, where he's like, I will literally clone like 50 Captain Americas as cannon fodder.
Yes,
Like, you know what I mean?
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
just doesn't
And
care at
he's
all.
only using time travel because at the point in Ultimate
Yeah,
Invasion,
exactly.
obviously he is like time
Yes.
travel is the
It's
main thing that
all time
Kang is
travel.
using.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that obviously they've set up the pieces that makes a lot of sense. And if it was like, Reed for some reason or something, which wouldn't really make any sense, that would be weird.
What
What
did
was
I
your
say?
theory?
I said Norman Osborn because he
You
has
did
a
say
green and purple outfit and he's talking like him, and I was just like, what if? But
what
like
was your theory?
my other theory, and like okay, it's not really a theory. It's more like because I don't think if I had to bet money, I would actually bet money on it not happening. But I thought it would be a cool idea that if the Reed Richards that is on the Ultimates team behind the Doom mask just actually is the maker and has been watching them the whole time as part of the
Oh,
experiment.
You
Like
did
he
say that,
doesn't
oh,
yeah.
like that would be it would be a cool
Terrifying.
reveal because it's not
oh,
even him being like I'm containing it. It's more like I'm observing it. I just want to see what you guys do. And I
interesting.
think that is fascinating. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't
That
think
is
that will
cool
That would
though.
happen.
be
I think the
fucking
maker
crazy though. Just the
But
it
idea
would
that he's
scary.
yeah, that
it
is
is
terrifying.
scary that
But
he's been there the
imagine,
whole
oh
time.
no, because imagine the reveal 2 years out, they do the event, the city opens up and he's not there.
There,
Oh,
yeah.
I got chills for that.
Yeah, oh
Jeez.
my
What if I'm
god.
right? What if I'm
Yeah.
right?
That oh my god. Because we talk about this. This was what the whole episode last week was about. The Maker's horrifying. He is a
Mm.
terrifying character. He's probably the scariest character in the Marvel DC kind of, mythos right now. He is scary just because we know what he's capable of because he's Reed Richards. The idea that he would just be hiding behind the mask, not even doing anything,
But
just
helping,
there.
like he literally
Yeah.
helped Tony find Thor. Like he's been there since the start. So
Yeah.
like it would be
I
fucking
don't know that will
crazy.
happen. I don't think so.
I don't think it
But
will. But
I do think that the Maker, I just the main thing I'm always thinking is like, what is he doing behind the city? What is
yeah,
he
Because he's,
doing
exactly.
he's
there?
not frozen. He is.
Yeah, he's
He
just
has
No,
he's got
and
access.
everything he
it's
can
like
do.
thousands of years or whatever.
Yeah, thousands of years. Like that's exactly it. It's like 2 years are passing for us, but thousands are passing for him. So he could be building anything. He could be doing anything. He is fucking scary, man. And I'm so happy that this is happening because I was just so sick of them wasting that character with him, trying
Dude,
to take
Fight
goop off
Venom.
Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
before the city shuts down, look at the maker like on the ground. He's just sprawled. So
That's
funny.
awesome.
There's
God,
one
his
page, Tyler. I want your help helping
oh
me like understand what is going on here, right? So like remember Howard gives Doom like the message to give to Tony, right?
yes.
Which by the way, at the end of that first, or maybe it's not the first issue of Ultimates, maybe it's Ultimate Universe 1, but like that letter that Tony writes back to his dad where he's like, you fucking failed and like your
Yeah.
legacy is failure.
That's
God
Ultimate
damn,
Universe. Yeah.
he really is, yeah, has it out for that guy. But there's one part in that book. Yeah, it's this part. I don't get. Oh no, wait, no, never mind.
No, never mind. This is the easiest thing to understand ever. Oh, never mind. There's Claptrap right there.
Yeah. Never mind. No,
Oh,
I
it
see
is.
Claptrap now.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just wondering where's Claptrap.
What if
I've
the
solved
maker
it.
builds
I've
Claptrap?
actually solved it. There's a
What was the
scene where
question?
there was a scene where the Doom Reed like transforms into like something else to escape the city, and it looks like he transforms into like an Iron Man suit. And it always like I looked at the panels, like, what the fuck is he transforming into? But he's transforming into one of the guard outfits. It just looks like an Iron Man suit.
Yeah.
Like I
He
saw this from the back. It's him transforming, and I went, "Why is he turning into like an Iron Man suit? What's going on there?" But it
yeah.
is one of the
Do
guards.
you think because we've talked about this as well, is is Reed, this version of Reed, is he gonna turn heel? Is he gonna go full Doctor Doom?
Depends if he's the maker or not.
Depends if he's no, but do you think
No,
because either
yeah.
him, we've set up Ultimate Invasion, obviously, that I have to sneeze.
Ask that question again when the next the Ultimates issue comes out, because that's going to talk more about Reed. We don't know too much about him right now.
No, but I'm just saying, do you think, because we've set up obviously that Tony, assuming that Tony's going to become Kang, Tony's going to be the one to do the heel turn, and so that's also kind of the part where it's like, oh, we're building to a future where we know Tony will become Kang.
Yeah.
But is it going to be something like, what if, obviously it'd be obvious as fuck because he's Doctor Doom, but like Reed also turning evil, like the Maker creating a world where his Reed also turns evil because he just hates himself
Become
so
like a
much that he
duo.
doesn't want. But because he is resentful of any version of him that's happy. That's why he hates normal Reed so much, because he's like, you have it all. You have the family, you have the life, you have kids, you have everything, and everyone loves you. He's so resentful of that he hates himself and he hates the new version of him that he turns him into fucking Doctor Doom. If this version becomes like a villain like Doctor Doom, is that the actual threat, and is it not the Maker?
I don't.
No.
Is it though? Like he doesn't even have stretchy powers.
I wouldn't like if they
smart.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that. I because they're hyping up the Maker so much, and we all love the Maker as a villain. If they're just like, yeah, he's not actually the villain anymore.
No, but I feel like the final battle of this is gonna be like Tony versus Reed. I feel like that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
depending, not knowing who's the good guy, who's the bad guy in that scenario. But Soups, did you just say?
I said Civil War 3.
Oh,
that'd be crazy if it was Soups. Yeah.
Wow. He is in this issue. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like, because I've also talked about, I think that regular Reed is gonna see the Maker again. I think they're gonna meet again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's so interesting, all the pieces they have here. And we've also talked about, obviously, where's Victor Von Doom in this universe? Does he exist?
Well, the city is literally in Latveria.
It's in Latveria, yeah.
So he could be with Maker.
And yeah, he could be anyone. It's scary. Very scary.
What about if he's Iron Man as well?
Oh, what if he was Kang?
Oh, did you see? If you guys have read Infamous Iron Man,
yes, I read Infamous Iron Man.
Tyler Robert Downey Jr., Doctor Doom.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
What if we see Doctor Doom in Latveria and it's just like they've just stenciled like Robert Downey Jr.'s
They just trace it.
Well, I mean, in this next issue, bro, we got to read this.
No, but he'll be scarred, so that it's okay. But he'll be like the Flash, future Flash in season 3 of the CW scar, where it's just like a little bit of his cheek.
Just a bit of spaghetti.
You do know that Robert Downey Jr. read this issue of Ultimates and then called up Marvel and said, "I gotta play Doctor Doom."
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. What did I say? Like, as if Robert Downey Jr. gives a fuck. Like he's reading Ultimates. Yeah. Okay.
That's again why he's such a fucking genius. Is he's selling this book so smart. He just tweeted for fun. If you want to know why Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom, read the new issue of Ultimates. And then
I wonder if people will.
Yeah, they will, because people are idiots. Hunter, they're idiots.
It's gonna be Soups doing that.
But like, there was another article that he retweeted where somebody, like, it has gone on this game.
Oh, it was like a news article.
Yeah, it's a news article that says that Downey read this issue and called Marvel and begged them to play Doctor Doom because he thought it was so good. Like, what?
Even though it has fiction. Just nothing. Like it
hasn't even come out.
Yeah, it's just fiction. That is just pure fiction. You just make shit up. I love that. I love you can just make stuff up.
Thank you.
It's the internet.
Thank you.
Yeah, Hunter's very happy about that. Yeah, finally vindication. I can just make shit up.
You're welcome.
A Lazarus pit.
Well, we'll go to news now.
Wait. No, we got to talk about Werewolf by Night.
We're talking about Werewolf by Night. Okay. Pause. Is this the thing? Because I got to it and I went, I went, are you fucking serious? Is it him?
If yes, it was him.
The fucking hood. Like, who gives a shit?
I bought this issue of Werewolf by Night because it was a red band issue, and I'm like, you know what? I'll hop on if Marvel's doing R-rated books. I want to see what an R-rated Marvel book looks like right now.
What does it look like?
And not like
some level of gore, some pretty good gore to be fair.
There's one page where he rips his friends apart. Yeah,
it clearly will be gory.
You know what? This part shit me. It's a red band book, but like it's still got censored swearing.
Oh yeah, Doomsday Clock didn't even have that.
Reading this book, you turn the page and the hood showed up,
Yeah.
Roger Robbins, the Hood, Bendis's favorite.
But it's also a real stupid scene where what's the first not Death Watch? What's the guy that comes in? There's like a dude walks down the stairs and it's like a off-page
Death Watch. You know,
reveal.
it's Death Watch, yeah.
Yeah, it's someone's talking off panel, you flip the page and it's then Death Watch. And then they do it again where another person talks off the page and then it's the Hood. They do a double villain reveal. It's so bizarre.
And I'm sure I've talked about this on the podcast. I think the Hood is the worst. I hate him because he's lame. And Bendis made him take all of the fucking Infinity Gems one time.
Get ready. Oh yeah,
No,
I
he didn't.
remember
No,
that.
he did. Tyler, we've talked about this ad nauseum. He did not get them all.
He
did not
did
get them all.
like break in and do. The reason that the Illuminati gets revealed to the Marvel Universe is because of the Hood.
He took more than he should have.
Yeah,
like for the Ironheart show.
He had like 3 or 4. Dude, I turned to this page and I was like, oh, they really want it to be like the old Werewolf by Night. Like, it just looked like a lot of text off the bat. And it's not.
A lot of text.
It really wasn't once you read it. But like, I saw that and I was like, calm down.
It was a good book. I don't actually know if I'll really continue it, but I am happy though that Marvel is doing Red Band books now. I think that's really cool. Like, I think the idea, Blood Hunt, they sold, the normal version of Blood Hunt, and then they sold the version where Pepe draws all of them dismembered and shit. And I thought that was fucking sick. As an idea to sell 2 versions, the censored version and the uncensored version. Obviously, I guess you want to get, you want to double dip and get more profit. And they could have just sold the uncensored version. But I like the idea of it. They come in red bags. You literally have to rip open a bag to get it. It's like a red band. That is
cool.
Bag.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
And that Wolverine book that Hickman and Capullo are doing, I think, is also going to be a red band one. And so I like that they're going all out on this. Like, we're going to do adult books again. It's kind of like Marvel Max, they're not swearing or anything like they did in Marvel Max. And it's not like a true line, I guess. But I do like them making adult stuff because they are way behind the fucking ball.
They said in the back of the book, there's that massive write-up where they said this is going to be like a new thing where we're going to try, like we're going to try and push the boundaries a little bit, but like we'll get there. Like it sounds like they're going to try and build up to like doing more crazy shit.
So every time they swears, there'll be like one exclamation point will suddenly be a letter, and then the next issue they'll reveal more.
Slowly reveal, and at the end it'll say claptrap. Okay.
Yeah, it says our goal with this book is going to be to push the envelope every way we can think of, not gratuitously, of course, or not yet anyway, but definitely in ways that might challenge your perception of what exactly it means to be a Marvel hero these days. I like the idea. I like red band stuff. I like because as much as they have kind of shit the bed with it, Black Label is a good idea. And even though for some reason showing Batman's dick entirely tanked it for some reason.
Oh my God, that's right.
It was never a bad idea to do R-rated books. Like, Marvel Max, even though there's probably only 2 books people remember from it, or maybe 3, it was a good idea, and they should have never stopped doing it,
Punisher Max is the only one I know of.
Punisher, Alias, and people like Squadron Supreme. Alias is the best one, though. I think Alias.
Yeah, Jessica Jones.
That's the best one.
You know what annoyed me in this book, Tyler?
Yeah.
Okay, so look at this, right? This is sick. Look at that, right?
Yes, it is.
He looks cool. And then at the end of the book, because of all the blood hunt shit going on, he's lost control and they like Hulk him out.
Yeah.
I hated that. Why are you making him like a big Hulk? Yeah. Now turn to the end of the book.
Yeah, I'm going.
And he's
so
like,
there's He-Hulk,
She-Hulk,
and Wolf
and Wolf Hulk. Yeah, Wolf Hulk. Something stuck in his throat.
He's like
and he just looks
Sasquatch. Yeah.
Yeah, he just looks like big and dumb, and I'm like,
oh, he does look like Sasquatch,
especially because this is the cover.
That's the cover, bro. That's the Wolf Man. Like, yeah, I know. I think that cover betrayed what this issue was because that cover made me be like, oh, this is gonna be like,
cool.
Like, have you guys ever read Ferals? Have you guys read Ferals?
No.
It's a werewolf comic book. I couldn't even tell you who published it. It's a werewolf comic. It's gritty and fucked up, and I was kind of hoping for gritty. You know what I mean? I was hoping for like a. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm gonna dig into some depths here. There's a Werewolf by Night series from 1998. It's 6 issues long, right? I'm gonna show you some art from it. If I can fucking find it. I'm gonna have to.
This works really well physically because the first page is your recap of Werewolf by Night, and then it just does like the opening,
Oh, it's like a movie, yeah.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
that's cool.
Like just this page.
World's Finest does that.
Love it. I think it's really cool.
Okay, okay. For instance, this is the 1998 Werewolf by Night series. Only went for 3 issues, right?
Jesus
But like,
Christ.
I'm gonna show
3
you. I'm
issues.
gonna show you 2 pages.
Oh,
And this is what I was
yes.
kind of expecting from this book, because the art in this new book is like, it could be like
It's a bit flat, yeah.
could be like a Defenders book. Like it kind of looks fun and poppy, right?
Yeah,
This
no,
one from
I know what
'98
you
is
mean.
like this, and I was kind of expecting this,
Yes,
like more
Werewolf by Night. You kind of want like you want
gritty,
like a
like
Sienkiewicz, or you want like a
yeah, Sienkiewicz would be
or like an
perfect.
Alex Maleev or something like that. You want that kind of grit.
Yeah,
And this is definitely not that. And it could have been, I guess, but it's Werewolf by Night. They don't want to give a big, grim, gritty artist that could be doing like Punisher, Werewolf by Night.
yeah. It just
Daredevil.
like it. It's funny that it felt red band, but it felt so G rated. Like outside of that one page where you see like his friends torn to bits, I was just like, this does
Yeah,
not
but I
need to
guess
be
it's gonna
red
build.
band.
I do want to see
Yeah, I
him
hope
rip the
so.
hood to shreds. If he does that, then yay.
I don't think he
But
will. I don't think
I
he
don't
will
think he
rip the
will
hood to
either.
shreds.
But
No,
whatever.
just disappointing.
It was a good issue. I mean,
Yeah, it was
what
it
else
was
was
alright.
this
I
week?
didn't hate it. I
Miles is a
liked it.
Vampire that came out this week,
Ugh,
and
cool.
Yep.
Fantastic Four came out this week. This issue was called. This issue is called Johnny Storm gets choked by an alien at the end of the story, and at the end of the story, Johnny Storm
If
gets
you had to
choked by an
describe
alien.
what the alien looked like, oh, that's not what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
Oh wow, he
So good
really
issue.
does get choked. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Johnny Storm in Johnny Storm gets choked by an alien in this one.
This run is
Awesome.
so funny. Like it's
I
very
think
creative too.
it is unbelievable. I said this in the chat. I think if Ryan North continues with how good these issues are, because literally every issue has been a 10 out of 10 issue, this could be the best Fantastic Four run ever. Genuinely could be the
Interesting.
best ever.
I think
Who
the
kills Trevor
alphabet
Noah?
one
Yeah,
is
so cool.
insane.
The alphabet one?
Yeah, where
Oh, the one where they forget. Yeah,
they forget
that's issue
different letters.
600. Yeah, that's 700. That's issue 700.
It's
Yeah.
so creative. Do you know about it,
Yeah,
Harper?
I couldn't care less.
I'm gonna explain in a few
Okay,
seconds.
It's a Dr.
okay.
Doom
Can I
issue.
ask? Can I ask? Is Claptrap in it?
He is.
No, but Dr. Doom is.
Oh, that's better.
It's the Fantastic Four are starting to realize that they don't know like the letter A, so they can't say any words with the letter A. They just forget it.
Oh, okay. I see.
And the letter B suddenly they can't remember that. So then the letter
It just
L, they're
goes on
just
and on.
so they're like, oh my god, we're like losing our minds. We can't know certain words with these letters in it. Until finally they lose every single letter in the alphabet except for D, O, and M. So they're just like Doom. Yeah.
That is fucking cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, he's such a this fucking guy. I say it every
Yeah.
week. This
Well, he does
fucking
it.
guy.
He does that because at the beginning of the story, a year ago, the Fantastic Four had to send because they were getting attacked by a nihilist.
This
in order
is
to
so
save-
good. It
A
was
in
so
order
message
to
from
good.
save-
Mars.
What do you say?
A message from Mars. Is that
They had to
right?
get
They
a
sent a
12
message.
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
get it,
yeah.
bro.
They
But,
didn't get it. They didn't get the message. What's the
it
message
was,
say?
He basically, in order to save the building with all the people inside of it, Reed had to send the Baxter building 1 year into the future. But in it
Oh.
was Valeria and Franklin, and also
It was like
Ben
hundreds of
and
people.
Alicia's kids.
It was
It was
an
a lot of
entire
people.
block in New York though, so it was like 100 people.
No, it's like 1,000 people, and people
Yeah.
like their families and stuff are just like, where are my kids, or where's my brother? You know what I mean?
God.
And Reed has to go, oh, you'll get them back in a year, you know? And so the reason Doom shows up is because, like, you sent my goddaughter into the future and you didn't even ask me about it because he loves
Mm.
Valeria so much.
Mm.
So he goes back in time to that moment and keeps trying to stop it. And he's like, he keeps trying and for some reason cannot come up with a solution and has to acquiesce to the fact he's like, Reed came up with the right thing. Like, I guess Reed was right because I actually can't figure this out. So
Wow.
good job, Reed.
Wait,
You had
can
to
you-
send him into the future.
Can you tell me who the fuck allowed Doom to be the godfather of Valeria?
I
Like,
did.
How did that happen?
All right.
Was
I
it a
thought it was
deal? They
okay.
made a deal. Was it a deal?
No, what happened was, oh, Jesus Christ. Sue was pregnant in the 80s with Valeria and then miscarried, which is really fucked up. Yeah. I want to read that in my Fantastic Four books. Is Sue Storm miscarrying? Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, they retconned that when she miscarried the baby, she didn't actually, it didn't die. Her soul got sent into another universe. And
Because
so
of course.
there's a Valeria in another universe who grows up, and her parents are Dr. like Victor Von Doom and Sue Storm. And then that universe ends. And when that universe ends, Sue is suddenly like 9 months pregnant for some reason. And at that time, for some reason, Reed, Johnny, and Ben are just doing something else, and they can't be there. So Sue goes to Latveria and that's Doom to deliver the baby because he's the only one she can trust for some reason. Again, a lot of for
Only
some
one.
reasons here.
Okay.
And Doom agrees to do it on the basis of that he gets to name the kid, so that when Reed Richards sees his child, every single time he says her name, he knows that she's only alive because Doom allowed it. Yes. And of course he named her after his childhood love when he was a kid, you know, after
In my mind, like Doctor Doom
Hmm.
doesn't have any goals except just like being a
fuck with Reed
prankster.
Richards.
Well, yeah, just a fuck. Like,
Isn't that horrible though? Just the idea that like every time Reed sees Valeria, he's like, oh, I owe this to Victor.
yeah,
You know?
it's so funny.
That's his daughter, man. Yeah, love it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that. It's awesome. I mean, it's awesome.
I could see Robert Downey Jr. doing that.
You can see Robert
Yeah,
Downey Jr.
yeah.
doing that to Pedro.
Yeah, totally.
Pedro Pascal in real life.
Yeah. I get to name your kid.
That is
Yeah,
funny.
that's why that happened. I love that.
Okay.
That's also the run. Ryan North's run is also the one where they go into a universe where everyone's dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Fuck
And there's
yeah.
like a
Oh, you know I love that.
Brachiosaurus, Doctor Strange, and shit like that. And it's funny because like they go into that universe and obviously they're speaking some fucking weird dinosaur language, and Reed and all of them are speaking English. And the Tony Stark, you know, that's a dinosaur, is like calibrating his thing, and it's, you know, regular Reed Richards and dinosaur Tony Stark are the ones that are like, okay, wait, can we like chat about this real quick? Because like clearly they're the Fantastic Four because we have dinosaur versions of them. and so
It's just a fun
the
run.
dinosaur versions get sent into the actual universe. It's fucking crazy.
That's so
much fun.
funny.
I know, it's so good.
Craven. I've been craving to talk about Craven.
I was having fun.
I don't
Hunter.
Yeah,
care.
I
don't care.
I honestly,
I don't
like,
care.
I know we're gonna have like some differences of opinion, but I was like, okay, I'm actually kind of looking forward to talking about Romulus, and then you were
I
like,
don't care.
Craven, and I was like,
I don't
fuck.
care. Yeah. This is more important. This is a comic
it's-
podcast, not an
no, it's
alien
not.
one.
Oh,
I watched the trailer and I thought, yeah, I'll see it, but I'm not looking forward to it.
when the
That's-
man. It's gonna be the worst music choice for a trailer I've ever seen. Like,
You think worse than the Madam Web one where it's just Billie Eilish?
I like Billie
Oh, yeah.
Eilish.
What do you want from me? Yeah, but it's like a 4 or 5-year-old song.
Okay.
Oh,
okay,
and this is a
okay.
modern song in the
I forget
Craven
it's a
trailer.
Johnny Cash
Okay.
song. It's like 50
What do you think of
years
this
old.
then? What do you think of
I
that?
wasn't a fan of that. Jesus Christ,
Okay,
don't
cool.
show me that.
Okay, I gotta ask. Maybe
What are you showing me here?
Maybe this
Oh
is-
God.
maybe this is a hot take, but what is so bad about how Rhino looks?
It's the face.
just-
It's the face.
it's the face,
It's the
because
fact that his
Rhino's
face is
supposed to-
stone.
It's Rhino's supposed to have a human face.
Yeah, no, it looks dumb.
Okay.
I just don't get, like, you're making me nostalgic for the robot suit because it's just like Rhino's not a guy that turns into a fucking rhino. He's
Rhino, he's just
always
a dude
guy
in a
a
suit. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't
And-
think I think as far as appearance wise, it's not that bad.
But would you accept it if it was like a version of Vulture who turns into a big fucking bird? No, it's like it doesn't make any sense. Like it's
Yes,
only
yeah,
the
no, you're
lizard
right.
that can do that because he turns into a lizard. That's his thing. But like, I just, oh my God. And again, it's the now that we know apparently that Sony is only doing these movies so that Marvel Studios cannot use these villains,
Yeah.
which is fucking ridiculous.
So
that-
petty. It's so petty.
It's so petty because like obviously Spider-Man has like a rogues gallery of 100 characters, but I would rather see Craven than we have to fucking stretch into a movie about Shocker, you know?
Yeah.
Because and because Craven, like, why would we not want to do Craven's Last Hunt as a fucking movie? No, why would we not want to do that? Yo, he's raising his hand. Yeah,
I have a hot take.
here we go.
Rhino in the Amazing Spider-Man game, I think was
Better.
better. I think
I
it
mean, he
was
looks
better.
the same, but
He's
Yeah,
got
they
a
look
more
similar.
human face. He's got a more human face.
Mhm.
Did you know that last Craven trailer came out
I
last
rescind my
June?
comment. That does not look like a human being.
It looks like a Thomas Hated Church. It looks like Sandman.
It does look like Thomas Hayden Church.
Yeah, when was the first
I think it's
Craven
the
trailer?
look. I
The
think
first
it's the
Craven
fact that
trailer
it
was
looks like my
last June,
dad.
June 2023.
June 2023.
Yeah.
That was
And
when
they delayed
Craven
it till
trailer came out.
Christmas this year. Remember, they were like, "Oh, it's a bigger market for the Craven movie." You're not.
It was
gonna,
supposed to come
there
out
is no-
October last year.
There is no market for the Craven movie. That's what they don't
Yeah,
understand.
no, there's really not. Yeah, what
And
I
it's
actually saw.
R-rated. The gore
feel
and
like
blood tricks people into thinking this looks good. You know.
I
Yeah,
feel
it
like it was like
does.
Nando. I feel like it was Nando V movies or something. He was saying like, like if you are just a person, like what is this movie about? Because like
Yeah,
in
what's
their
the
mind,
appeal
it's
of this?
not. Yeah, it's not that this is a Spider-Man villain. It's a Marvel spin-off movie. It's genuinely okay. It's a guy and his dad is like a gangster type, and the main dude is like a lion maybe or something. Like
Yeah, he's got
this.
lion DNA. Remember, he gets
Yeah,
the
it's
blood
not
of
like
the
a movie
lion in
made
it.
for
It's like a
anyone.
drop
Like,
of lion blood gets in him.
Yeah, it is. And we said this with
baffling.
Madam Web. We said this with Morbius. It's like they are absolutely tanking this brand, and then they have the
What a
balls to
trilogy,
argue
though.
with Marvel Studios. It's like you
What a
guys have
trilogy.
never done anything right. You did the
Yeah.
animated stuff, yes, but that's still not kind of you guys.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
another
yeah.
group of
It's
It's a different
really
studio.
talented.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different studio of
Sony
extremely
Animation.
talented people. I just don't get how post Morbius we still got Madam Web.
I guess
How
because
did
it
that
was already
happen?
filming.
Was it? Was it 2
Probably.
years ago, Morbius?
Yeah, Madam Web would have been filming by then
I don't
when
know.
it was
I
like
just
coming
think
out.
It's crazy, man. And again, now that we know
No,
that
it's
they're
Craven.
just doing this so that we, you're very funny, man. Is now that we know that they're just doing this so that Tom Holland can't fight Craven. It's like, why are we doing that? What's the fuck? What the fuck is the point of making less money for yourself? Spider-Man versus Craven will make money. Craven's not going to make money.
Remember when the
you
guy
get-
who played the cop in Morbius thought he was in the MCU, and someone posted like Martin Scorsese saying that he thought Morbius was amazing, and he
Yes,
reposted on his
Tyrese.
Instagram.
Oh, that's right. It
He's like,
was
"Thank
Gibson,
you."
wasn't it? Yeah.
It's like, thank
Did
you.
you guys see
for-
Tom Hardy was shooting some reshoots for Venom 3 and he looks very happy.
You know what though? New
Look
shirt.
at
At least he's got a new clean shirt.
Yeah, it is a nice shirt.
He's not sweating through it, How much does he sweat in those movies? Just like
So
a
long.
He's
gallon?
the sweatiest man in history.
Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. We're not
We
allowed.
are Venom.
So, okay, villains. We had well, there was Rhino in there. There's gonna be the chameleon. There's this guy. There
This
was
guy,
some
Claptrap.
girl. There was what's the
Oh, the
girl?
girl
Who's the
is
girl? She's someone.
Calypso.
Calypso.
She is
Okay.
in Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man Torment. She's like Craven's old she's like
Oh,
his
I
old
read that.
girlfriend.
Yeah. I read that.
Yeah, and she's the one that turns a lizard crazy.
I
You
should
didn't read
try and
that?
be part of
I actually
it.
believe
Oh,
you,
and then
'cause
the
it
lizard's
solved a
gonna
lot
be
of
in Venom.
issues.
What?
What'd you
Was
say?
just going to be in Venom 3, so
Lizard's gonna be in Venom 3?
it's the
Oh, he
actor.
is Reese
Yeah.
Reese Ifans. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Why is he
Yes.
there? Did they not? It's like, did they forget?
Well, if you
Well,
remember in the season finale, after he left King's Landing, he actually got
Right.
arrested and he was in a cage we saw.
I did see
Otto
him in that cage, and I
Hightower.
was just like, man, where's he been this whole
Yeah,
season?
where is he? Where is he? Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, he's just been in a cage.
House of the Dragon chat. Let's go.
Yeah.
I mean, you have like Mordo, is it Doctor Strange? He's in Venom
Yeah,
3.
what's his name? He's in
Yeah.
there. You know what though?
Shoot,
At
tell
least now that
EG4.
Robert Downey Jr. plays Doctor Doom, we never have to question seeing the same face in different universes now.
Oh, that's a great point.
Yeah. Where it's like, oh, what's Mordo doing here? Oh, he's a different guy, I guess, because Robert Downey Jr. is going to play Doctor Doom.
Yeah,
so.
because everyone was like, "Oh, what's
Technically-
Mordo doing here?"
What's
technically-
Mordo doing?
Technically, it's not Rob's fault. It's actually Chris Evans in Deadpool and Wolverine.
That's true.
Completely
It's Chris
different
Evans
character,
in
same
Captain
face.
America. So
It's that. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, it's the inverse. Yeah, you're right.
I guess
God,
nobody
it
saw
really
Captain
is.
America and was
Everything is
like-
canon. Isn't that crazy? Every bad Marvel movie we've ever seen is canon now.
how long before we get like a puppet Howard the Duck?
I was about to joke and say,
Oh,
like, it's
yeah.
like going back and looking at the Amazing Spider-Man. Like, you have to think that's canon. It is. There was literally the point of a
He showed
crossover
up, yeah.
movie. Yeah.
He
Mhm.
showed
My
up.
God.
He hung out with them. He met
He
Ned.
literally, yeah, that's so weird.
Mhm.
That is so
Dude,
strange.
I remember when the MCU was like phase two, and it was like, man, it's good that like all the Marvel movies aren't, you know, we
Yeah,
might
they
get
came
Nick
and
Cage
went.
Ghost Rider genuinely. That will
I think we
probably happen.
will. I think we
Yeah,
will.
yeah, it was so close to happening as well in Deadpool and Wolverine. It is because I saw someone say crazy that now Logan is an MCU movie, and I was like, oh my god,
Yeah, yeah,
In a
yeah.
way,
it
it is.
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 It,
Yeah.
like
It is.
yeah, in a way, in order to understand the MCU, you have to have seen Logan.
Yeah, genuinely.
And
Yeah,
X-Men
actually.
3.
Yeah, and X-Men 1, 2, 3, 4, and then and 1, 2, 3,
Blade.
and then all the Wolverine movies and Blade and Elektra and Daredevil. Yeah, it is
All the
crazy.
all
Hunter,
the
can you do
Netflix
your best
stuff.
Gambit impression, please?
Whoa. No, but I can never.
That was terrible. That was actually disappointing.
Woo!
Was
I'm
that-
about to make a name.
Name for myself, yeah.
You know how long I've been waiting for this?
For
You know what I
this.
found out though about Channing Tatum as Gambit is we thought it was
Mm.
just for a Gambit movie, but he was actually cast to play Gambit in X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah.
But then they delayed the movie and he had to drop
And
out
Taylor
'cause he was
Kitsch. Oh
yeah.
my
But he
God, that's
actually
nuts.
like was that close to playing Gambit. He was gonna play
He was
Wow.
Gambit.
very close for a long time.
And that's why he's been so sad about it. He's like, I was this close, man. And they were gonna make
Yeah.
a movie about me. Oh, you know how long
Is
I've
that,
waited
is
for
that
this?
really something to like, you know, cry about? Like, oh, I almost played Gambit.
He's
No,
still
man,
trying
if you-
to. He says he
If you
prays every
read
day.
his comments or his like posts on Instagram, he's like real melodramatic. He's like, I thought I lost Gambit, but Ryan brought him back for me.
Okay,
So
calm down.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
good for Channing.
Guess that is just his name.
Channing.
Yeah.
Guys, we're fast approaching 2 hours. I started this with quick
Yeah,
podcasting.
I gotta
Alien.
go
Let's quickly
soon.
talk about Alien.
Yeah.
There's not that much to talk about. Tyler loved it. Hunter loved it. I thought it was fine. That's really it.
Okay, here's what I was thinking.
I thought it was awesome.
Understand. I
Yeah,
understand.
that's you saying it was awesome threw me as well, because Tyler's opinion on it, I went, yeah, I can see we liked it, but awesome was so weird. I was in the shower
No, I
this morning
think-
thinking about
I think it
like there was no
awesome.
point when I watched that movie. I was like, it's fucking awesome. I was like,
I
this
thought
is-
it was awesome.
I would say
Horrendous.
it was an awesome movie.
It was
It's-
great.
It's not like awesome, like that's fucking sick, man.
Yeah,
love
that's what I
seeing
mean.
it. No, but it's like like
I don't-
awesome as in like it was awe inspiring.
It
It was
was-
I thought it was great. I enjoyed it a lot.
I just yeah,
Here's
I
what
want
I
to
get,
know
Harper.
Hunter's opinions and if he has
Yeah.
any, or if it's just
Oh.
like coloring in like something with crayons.
I got my crayons. What opinions do you
This is-
want?
Let's just do the thing that everyone's talking about,
Q&A.
that everyone seems to.
Well, before we get there, I thought the cast was good. There were characters I like, characters I
The
hated.
cast is good.
And
The cast is
they are
good.
very
They are
good.
just like the most memorable character is the dick-headed one for me. Oh, actually, no, Andy. I loved Andy. He was
Andy was
great.
good, yeah.
Water.
Did you
Just
guys
kidding.
find did you find the shithead dude's death like kind of underwhelming? Like when it was burning through his hands, I was like,
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, but then
He just
there's just
explo-
explosion. I was
That
like,
was a little
oh,
weird.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, why did he just
Why did he do that?
explode? Yeah.
just
Yeah.
I was like, why did he blow up?
Dude,
Like,
the alien life cycle in this movie has to be the craziest it's ever been. Those things are born like immediately. It's like
Yeah,
chest
in a
burst to a full
minute,
alien in
yeah.
like 4 minutes. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
Here's what I understand about your distaste of the ending of this movie, Harper. Because I
Yeah.
know you are a diehard fan of the
for
franchise.
those who haven't seen the movie, we're ending the podcast here. So if you don't want spoilers, and now, but if you don't care about
Yeah,
spoilers, saw the
but
movie,
if you
continue.
haven't seen this
Yeah.
movie and you're listening, like you won't
I
probably
don't
see
think
this
you're
movie.
gonna fuck it. Yeah, exactly.
I
And
understand
also,
we're not
this is
talking
a
comics
comic
anymore.
podcast. Nobody's here for Alien Romulus anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
But I understand it because you are a diehard Alien guy. Like it's your thing. It was your first thing, and I get it. And you're very attached.
Was
to
it my
just the
first
idea-
thing? Was it my first thing? It was my
Did you
thing
say it
before.
was?
It would be the thing before. Okay, I guess it would be because I can't think of anything else. I probably saw Jaws before it and thought that was the coolest thing on the earth.
Yeah, but you're
I
not
saw
like you're not
Child's
like
Play
buying.
before it, and I thought that was cool.
That honestly, good opinion. It's a
I
good
saw
opinion
Child's
to
Play
have.
when I was like 8 years old. Like, this is the
Fuck yeah,
scariest
dude.
thing ever.
That would have been the scare. That first movie, if you watch that as a kid, would scare the
Yeah,
shit
Oh
out
yeah, I
of
was
you.
you have
terrified.
toys. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like he's genuinely quite frightening in that movie. Like when he's
Yeah.
skulking around in the dark, and it's like
And he's clearly like
the
a little
camera's on like
kid
the
in a
yeah
suit. Yeah.
in a suit. Yeah, he's fucking creepy.
Um, but
Charles
because
Lee Ray.
you love the xenomorph as like this embodiment of just pure evil that you
Chaotic
can't beat.
evil.
Just scary.
It's actually yes and no. It was less that because like when they got to the we're just jumping straight like an
Yeah.
hour and a bit into the movie, but when they got to the goo center and we had Rook or Ash in his weird deep fake face going like this was the the continuation of Wayland's dream, the Prometheus project and whatever. I was actually like, oh, that's cool that they're tying this together. I thought that was cool. I really
Yeah.
did. It was
No,
less
but
that, and it
I'm
was
saying
more.
it was just
It was
the
more.
thing at the end.
Yeah, it's more that they seemingly, and Ridley Scott started doing this. I mean, they did it in Resurrection. They did it. I mean, they technically did it in Aliens. But Ridley Scott really led this charge of like, he kind of publicly talked about how he fucking hated the xenomorph. Like he didn't like the xenomorph. He didn't want to do the xenomorph. He's like, I want to do my own thing because we need to remember that Ridley Scott directed that first movie because they hired him to. He didn't write it. He didn't have like input. He was a dude that came there to direct it. Like the alien of it all was never really his passion. He just wanted to play in the sandbox of it all. And it's annoyed me. Like it annoyed me that he kind of caved in Covenant and went, no, fuck it, just take the xenomorph. Like, he stopped doing the thing that he wanted to do. But I don't like when these movies are like, the xenomorph is not enough. Let's give you a weird thing at the end because it's like when in Jurassic Park, they like, the Spinosaurus is way cooler than the T-Rex. You know what I mean? Like, I hate when movies do that. It's this thing is going to be the big final thing because the xenomorph's not enough. And it annoyed me that the end of the movie, the offspring, was in it more than like the main alien or really any of the aliens. And that annoyed me because I was looking forward. I'm fucking rambling, bro. I'm losing it right now.
Hated
You've been waiting
this
for
movie.
this.
I
You've been
haven't
waiting for
taken
this.
a breath. I
You know
haven't
how
taken a breath.
long I've been waiting
By
for
the way,
this?
for the audience,
Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself. Yeah.
for the audience, this movie's pretty good. It's fine. It's all right.
It's good,
Anyway,
man. It's awesome.
It's good. It's good. I don't think it's very good or pretty good. Like it's
Nah, it was great.
It's
good.
very good.
It's just good. It's not.
It
No.
was awesome.
I think it might be the best movie ever made.
It might be the best movie.
Infinity War.
No,
What's that?
Aliens in it?
Romulus, man.
Alien Romulus.
Yeah, it really annoys me when they do like this thing is cooler than that thing, and it's the big final thing, and it's always the dumbest part. And like, I think the end of this movie really is like you're either going to be on board for it or you're not. And it reminded me weirdly of Logan. And my biggest sticking point in
robot.
Logan
They're the clone
was the clone
Logan.
of Logan. It throws me when we watched it like 3 weeks ago, and I was like, this movie's good. And then Clonegan shows up, and I was like, this is so dumb. Like it just rips me completely. Even like he doesn't show up for a while in that movie, and then like Logan's running through the forest and shit, and he's cutting through people, and they let clone Logan out of the back of a truck, and I just went, I fucking forgot about him. Like I don't want him back. You know what I mean? Like it just annoys me. And I think that was me for this movie. I think this movie for me was like a solid 8 out of 10 until like the alien stuff around the elevator, and it dropped. I was like, this is like a 7. And then the ending happened, and I was like, I really dislike this, and it like broke my heart a little bit. It broke my heart because I was loving it.
You seemed very disappointed.
Well, because I was like, I was genuinely sad because it was like kind of what I was hoping for, like there was some stuff they really rushed through characters, and I'd like the first person that dies, I was like the lady that gets chest bursted. I was like, what am I supposed to feel something for this person? Like they've literally said like 3 lines. It did look sick. It did look sick. But like I think the expectations were being met at a point, and I've always said this on the podcast. I prefer a movie that is kind of like, it's okay for the first 2 acts, and then the third act really fucking brings it together. This was the opposite of that, where it was really strong, and then the end of the movie was easily the weakest part for me. And not just including the offspring, the final like scene with Andy shooting the xenomorphs and being like, "Get away from her, you bitch." I think I audibly cringed in the cinema. I think I went, ugh, like it was bad. And like the way that last 30 minutes wrapped it up, I was just like, if it ended this 20 minutes earlier, it would have been a better movie. And I just want that. I want that so bad. and it upsets me that I didn't get that. And it upsets me because usually I'm the guy that goes, oh, I'm just happy with getting whatever I get. You know what I mean? I'm happy that this thing exists at all. But I think my expectations were so like met at a point, and then it was like they would kind of rip the rug out from under me, and I was like, they're doing the stupid thing again. Don't do the stupid thing again.
I gotta see it again. Fucking
I would like.
I
said that I don't want to see it for a while. I think I will see it again.
No, but like I actually do have to see it again because the fucking
fire alarm went off for you.
You do, yeah.
Went off, and the lights turned on automatically, and it was just flashing. I'm just like, oh no! Like it was literally the frame that all the face huggers dropped into the water was when the fire alarm went off.
That's like the best
whole
part.
movie at that point.
Awesome,
built into that. And I missed it. I just missed it. You know, because there's blaring alarms going on. And I thought it was part of the movie at first.
Did you have to evacuate the theater?
No, they came in. It was a false alarm. I'm like,
Hunter, I thought you said evaporate the theater. I was like, what does that even mean?
But here's my question, Harper. Do you have a strict aversion to the lore added in Prometheus and Covenant? Is it like is it a thing where you're just like, I just can't accept that and I hate it? It's like people are with the sequels or prequels.
Covenant is the thing that really throws it for me, because in Prometheus, it left room open the idea that like life is kind of starting from this goo and it spawns out, and you can pretty much headcanon the idea that like somehow this goo has reached a point where it evolved on some planet and there is an alien homeworld out there, and it just like festered this parasite, and like the alien was born from circumstance, right? Covenant shit me because I didn't like the idea that the thing we was looking for this whole time was a thing that like David the robot ended up making. And like the alien is not an organic perfect organism. It's actually the perfect science experiment that took him killing like Elizabeth Shaw or whatever her name is, like
ripping her pieces
in a pod with
parts of it,
like Covenant shits me. Prometheus doesn't affect me whatsoever. Covenant actively annoys me. Covenant is the like, it's the, you know, Laurie Strode's Michael Myers' sister sort of shit. You know what I mean? It's that.
Yeah, it's like over-explaining this thing that I was just absolutely okay with never getting an explanation for.
Yeah, and we shouldn't. The point of it was like, don't explain it. Like explaining like every time I see a xenomorph now, you want me to go, oh, yeah, David created that. David. Like no, like that. No. No, yeah,
because because a lot of horror is obviously built on the unknown and the idea that we don't know anything about the xenomorph, but it exists out there and it could be anywhere from anywhere is terrifying. Yes. I was thinking because the end of this movie where it's a half xenomorph, half engineer, and because they're trying to build an even more perfect organism or whatever, you know, I was thinking it's kind of like watching for me at least, I was trying to think of it like, what's my perspective on something where it's just like, I love this franchise, I love this idea, and then they just do something that just so it like undermines what I like about it. And it's literally like, I felt like, I'm like, is this like when Superman killed Zod in Man of Steel for you?
Yeah. This is my
like, I'm watching this whole movie and I'm just like, I could be okay with this. And then he kills on. I'm like, I'm done with this. This is cooked. It's cooked. This is over.
Well, it cooked the movie. It didn't. Yeah, it didn't cook the franchise for me, but it cooked the ending of the movie. Because Vicky turned to me and she went, "Why is it now Barbarian?" And I went, "Yeah, it is Barbarian. Like, what is going on here?"
Yeah.
And I was thinking, with this, I was genuinely sat in my seat, fucking mind blown.
My jaw was dropped
when she shits out a fucking builder or an engineer or whatever, and I was just like, what?
Yeah, like, I was like,
because, and I said this in the chat, that genuinely popped me more than Blade and Deadpool. I would have expected Blade more than I expected them to use any of that shit
same
in this movie.
Yeah, and no, I don't know why I was not surprised by it.
You know, what is it? She gives birth to this thing, and then it kind of pops open. You see a little tiny builder.
I genuinely knew that engineer. That's when I knew it was over for me. When we saw the little pale baby face, I went, "Oh, they're gonna do something weird," and then it was so weird.
No, but when I saw that, I went, "What? What are you talking about, bro? Like, I'm in, because I was just so like, do whatever." do whatever, shit
But
the
you
bed.
you
You know
did
what I
say,
mean?
yeah, but that was exactly it. Like I
Yeah.
have stakes and passion here, and you were more like, yeah, fuck
I
it, do
like
whatever.
no, but
But
I
that's
like the
cool.
Alien movies. I
You
like the
do, but
Alien
like you don't have
franchise.
like
No,
you
but
don't
it's not
have
my
an
thing.
attachment
Yeah.
to it like like Superman, like you said. But
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
you were spot on. Like I like that you were able to be in it for the ride and just go fuck it. And I think that's what a lot of people have
And
done.
at
Because
least,
like I said to you, the
yeah,
people that hate this movie the most are like
diehard
the
Aliens
Alien
fans.
fans, and yeah, that are just
Yeah.
like, I can't believe they did this. And like I agree, I didn't like the ending, but you are out of your mind if you think this is worse than the last two movies we've had. You know what I mean?
It's
Like at
Mhm.
also
least
like
this had aliens in it, not
man,
much, but they were there.
I was so lucky that I watched Prometheus randomly at some point. I just remember because I watched it like early last year. Just I was like,
Yeah.
Oh,
all
that
right,
was your
what's
first time
this?
watching it. Interesting.
Last year was our first time
Wow,
watching.
I saw
Yeah,
it in theaters.
and I
Is
was
that
like,
interesting? It's not very good.
yeah,
Like,
I don't think that's.
it's not
I
a
also
movie
saw
to
Aliens
watch.
for the first time last year, though. I think that's why I
Yeah,
watched it
that
more.
one
Right,
people like.
yeah.
JD still has not seen, I don't think, any of them, has he?
JD also doesn't watch many movies.
Oh, and
That's
he's
it.
behind Harper. Or he's behind Hunter right now. He's out the window. He came
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Red
Yeah,
Hulk.
he's like Michael Myers. He's just standing
Yeah.
there.
No, but because Riri kept asking me, she was like, "Can we watch Prometheus?" And I was like, it was like in the build up to Romulus, and I was like, "There's no reason we gotta watch Prometheus because it'd be a
Mm,
waste of all of our time. I'm
yeah,
gonna explain it to you, and you're gonna think it's dumb because it's stupid." And she
it
goes,
is.
"Oh, that is kind of stupid." And then in the theater, when he says the Prometheum thing, she just
Yeah,
turned to me like,
yeah.
like we should have
That's
fucking watched
awesome.
Prometheus, and I'm
That's
just like,
so funny.
like,
Uh,
oh, because I genuinely, again, never would have expected them to use any of that. Like I brought up the
yeah,
example of in the Force Awakens, there's one mention of clones because
yeah.
at that time,
Perhaps we
the
should invest
prequels
in a
are.
clone
Yeah,
army. Yeah.
at that time the prequels are on the shit list. We don't want to talk about them because people don't like them. So I never would have thought that Disney's first alien movie is gonna have Prometheus shit in it. You know,
I was kind of not surprised. Oh, I was not surprised because fucking Ridley Scott was at the premiere. Like he was in this, and like this
do you think
movie
he made
does
them do
feel.
it?
I don't think he made them do it, but I definitely think there was some weird. Half of this movie is a Fede Alvarez like space thriller, and the other half is like some real bad nostalgia play for Alien fans. Like the Ash thing is cringeworthy, and some of the
Yeah, I
aliens
wasn't a
like
fan of
that,
that.
like get away from her, you bitch, and what it like. I think the movie
Yeah.
that Fede Alvarez wanted to make is the beginning of the movie, the end of the movie, and some of the alien stuff in the middle. I don't think it would have been Fede Alvarez's idea to be like, you're right, Tyler, that name is fun to say. I don't think it
Fede
was his
Alvarez, yeah.
idea, yeah, to be like, let's have a CGI dead Ian Holm come back as Rook, a version of the Ash bot. Like, I don't think that would have been him.
But I wonder if it's like that now that Disney owns this franchise, they're charting out lore that they want to build, and they're like, okay, we're setting up things. I
We are
seriously think that they're building to something
we are getting a
Alien
TV
versus
show.
Predator or something, you know? But
Oh.
doesn't the TV show take place before Prometheus?
Oh, does it? What? It's called Alien. It's literally called
It's called
Alien
Alien
something.
Earth.
Mhm.
Yeah, Alien Earth. That's right. Yeah. Oh, don't tell me that.
But he says, I swear that the
That'd
guy,
be a
the
nice, actually, it'd be a
showrunner.
nice retcon if this series has xenomorphs in it. So it wasn't that David created them, he just
But
recreated them.
I think that somebody said like that Noah Hawley has a quote where he's like, I don't like the Prometheus or Covenant stuff. I'm just doing, Alien. So I don't know.
I was
But
just
it
looking.
could
Sorry,
it
you
could
go.
not even be canon.
Is a B
Yeah.
plus cinema score good? Because that's what Romulus got.
It's good for horror
It's
movies.
pretty good, yeah.
Okay.
I
It's bad
got.
for like a Marvel movie. But
I gotta ask because I was just looking for
Just
this
say
message.
yes.
Harper, I
Yes.
think you might overreact when you first see a movie to minor things. I think Deadpool's dancing is a good example for this.
Oh, Deadpool's dancing is a
But
good example.
also, you sent a message in the chat saying that if Tyler and I like this movie, you won't be on the podcast.
I know. I said I'd quit the show. I'm still kind of there. I woke up this morning and I was like, I don't want
Because
to.
we liked a movie that most people liked.
well, because
To be fair, to be fair,
the
Hunter,
rhino in the chat.
you
and you were
cannot say to me that I overreact to movies. You think every movie is the best movie ever made.
They
You
are
have
the best movies ever made, yeah.
you have arguably the worst opinions on media I've ever seen. You cannot say that to me.
But
And
I was
also, my opinion on the Deadpool. Sorry, my opinion on the Deadpool dance. partially has not fucking changed. The way it is edited into that movie is cringe and stupid. It looks bad. It does look bad when he's going from killing people to just the cutaway of him. You know what? I'm not going to do it. I said I was going to for you,
save it,
and I'm not going. No, I'm not doing it. It does look bad. I agree. It looks bad still, and I still don't want to do the podcast.
But also, it's not that deep.
It is that. It is that deep. It is that deep.
But I was
looking, that deep for
I
me.
was just looking for your message saying that you were going to quit the podcast if you like this movie. And
if we want to talk about hypocrites, Tyler said he wasn't precious the other day and then complained about Man of Steel.
Wait. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it because you sent probably over 300 messages saying how much you hated Romulus.
There was a point where he sent 5 voice messages that were all a minute long in a row.
They were not. No, they were not.
Some of them were like 40 to a minute. They were like 40 seconds to a minute long.
Okay, concede.
But it is like,
yeah,
for a movie that you say, hey, you know what? It's probably like 7 out of 10.
Because
you
I
got
have
a lot of negativity.
Because I gave it a 6. I gave it a 6 out of 10. I had opinions on it, and I think they did shit the bed on a lot of stuff. And because this is the thing I'm passionate about, like this, when Ahsoka came out, Ahsoka was like, it was good enough that I didn't have that shit. I wasn't like, oh, they've shit the bed on this, because I didn't actually have those opinions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've cherry-picked 2 examples from the last 3 years where I have had, admittedly, an adverse outrage reaction, and it has. I mean, they've come in a short amount of time, and yeah, sure,
and I get it. I get it.
But I still like. There is literally, if you want to call it nitpicking or whatever, I don't mind. But there is a scene in this movie.
I don't mind, bro. You call me whatever you want.
In Romulus, there's a part where you see like the alien for the first time stand to its full height. Like Andy's on the ground, like, and you see like the alien stand up, and even that, it looked like the practical effects looked so mechanical, and I was just like, guys, maybe CGI like isn't the worst thing in the world. You know what I mean? I just wanted more of it. I want like you know when they're sneaking past the face huggers, like they turn the head, which I think is a cool. It's a cool idea. I didn't like that we see a face hugger that is clearly practical, and it doesn't crawl around. It literally just like rolls, like it's clearly on wheels. There's multiple points like that, and like it is nitpicky. I get it, but like, it was annoying me watching it. I'm like, dude, they nailed this in the 80s. Like the scene where the facehuggers in Aliens are trying to get at Newton Ripley. It blows my mind to this day that that's not CGI. It blows my mind. And it annoyed me that the aliens aren't in it that much, really. They're in like 2 scenes, maybe. One of them is them getting shot to pieces. And that acid scene was fucking sick.
That acid scene is my favorite scene.
It's the best scene in the movie.
The zero gravity?
Where the zero gravity through the acid scene. It's cool as fuck.
It's so cool.
It's cool as fuck. But like it really, like I said to you guys, it comes down to the alien of it all. Like the alien part of this movie really disappointed me. Like the effects are cool. Yes, they don't utilize them well. Sometimes they look kind of like choppy and shit. A lot of the shots where it's like, like in Aliens, when Hicks goes up into like the thing and he looks and he sees all the aliens and he drops down, he starts shooting. It's horrifying. We get a shot in this movie where the dude gets picked up by the one alien, and we see like 3 of them moving, and it just looks like it just looked lame. It looked lame, and I didn't like that it looked lame, and that's really what it is.
Cool.
I thought it looked cool
that
too.
scene, that did not look cool. They looked cool when they got there, but when they're moving like through the thing, and they're sort of just like, they look silly. They look silly.
I also thought the last 10 minutes were cool too.
I thought it was cool too. I was into it.
I get that it looks weird, but I think that was kind of the point.
I don't know.
But it is the point. I think it wasn't that it looked weird. It even looked, that one shot, I think it looked like kind of spooky.
Yeah.
But I think for the most part, I was just like, do I really need an engineer hybrid alien smiling at her because it's like, I'm doing evil things?
But I thought it was creepy. I don't know. I never
thought it was
liked
cool.
I didn't
like
the engineer. I think they are creepy. Just the idea that they are so humanoid, but they're not human. And again, they're like 9 feet fucking tall, 10 feet tall. Probably taller than that, like 12 feet tall. I just think they are creepy. I thought they were creepy in Prometheus, like just existing on their own. And so some weird,
to me, they just look like
skinny,
big, goofy, pale man.
Xenomorph hybrid of it. I thought it was creepy as fuck.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah. I think that's where it fell flat for me. I couldn't find that creepy.
Like my jaw was dropped during that whole scene. I looked around the theater and everyone was like, like everyone's jaw.
But like, to be fair, my jaw was dropped. But I looked over at Vicky and we both just like frowned, and then I went like, I just shook my head. It was like instant.
When they did that
Let's
shot,
go.
I just went, what the fuck?
Like
Yeah, I thought
it
See,
was cool.
I think a lot of people had that. What I had more like the okay. It was like instant disappointment for me. And like, okay, I'm sorry I bombarded the chat, but I had opinions. I really did. And also, I don't have any other friends, so you guys are gonna fucking cop it.
Hey, you know
That's
what?
it.
You know what, Harper?
And
You had opinions. You're already ahead of JD.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
okay, it's true. Like JD, even if he watches this movie, he'll give it a 1 on Letterboxd and we'll never hear about it ever again. And that'll be the end of it.
And it'll be for some stupid reason.
No, he won't even explain the reason.
Shade.
Yeah.
You'll be
The
like,
xenomorphs are like
you
Hudson
guys just
Blue."
complain about my movie take, so I'm not even gonna get into it. That was
What
him
was
with
he
Barbie.
He
Yeah.
said, this was an excellent phrase, by the way. Sometimes you gotta wonder if the juice is worth the squeeze. That was what
He
JD
did
said.
say that.
Excellent.
That's so funny.
Excellent that was.
Yeah, again, like Hunter, you're right. Like this movie isn't bad. I'm glad that you two loved it. I wanted like, you know what I wanted more than anything? I wanted solidarity. I wanted someone. Tyler did it for me, and it's why like I felt okay. But I just wanted one of my friends to go, yeah, I can see why, blah 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 blah. And I knew Hunter wouldn't be that person because I knew Hunter would be like, pretty pictures. But I knew Tyler would be able to be like, you know, I see why you,
No, I do get it, Harper. I do get it.
It was do you think Disney we're in a weird position now where 3 Fox 20th Century Studios is what it's called now?
Yeah. It was weird. Was it weird for you to see the like dun 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 dun?
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah,
They
I'm like,
also-
I thought this was dead.
But it's
Yeah,
20th
yeah,
Century
exactly,
Studios
yeah.
now is what Disney uses for Fox. And we have Prey, we've got
Well, Prey
Alien
was awesome,
Romulus, and we've got Kingdom of the
Prey
Planet of
was
the
fun.
Apes. We've seen Disney's version of sequels to these franchises, where clearly they actually are taking care of them and care about
Yeah,
them.
they're doing better for sure.
I think that's kind of neat. I know it's like, oh,
Mhm.
Disney's the big conglomerate and they're trying to sue someone right now because they signed up. Did you hear about this like thing at Disney parks
Yeah.
where some woman died of an allergic reaction and Disney's trying to get the lawsuit
Oh, I
thrown
saw
out
that. That was
because
crazy.
she signed
Hey,
up for
hey,
Disney
hey.
Plus.
Check this out. Check this out. Check this out.
What is it? What is he showing us? He's showing us a xenomorph alien Earth.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a 5-second little teaser. There's an alien in it, so that's good.
Yay. But I
Also
just
the
think I
aliens
think it's
in it?
cool. I think that Disney I feel like they are gonna make an Alien versus Predator movie.
I
I
take
think
it.
they're gonna do it.
I
take it
You
too.
know,
I watched.
look, they would make it better than the other two.
Having
I
just
watched
seen
them for the
Predator
first time.
I just
Oh.
saw Predator for the first time last week.
Right,
Remember?
you did.
You told me to watch it. I was like, fuck, I'll watch it. And it
I've
was
been in
awesome.
this fight since I was 6 years
So-
old.
I watched Alien versus Predator and the
Sure,
sequel for
sure.
the first time this week. They are terrible.
Yeah, no,
Is
they
there
are. They
is
are.
it a comic book? It was a Dark Horse comic.
It was
I'm
a
trying to
Dark
find
Horse
it.
comic
Why,
book,
Why
yeah.
can't I find it? Is it hard to find?
Maybe.
Don't watch the Alien versus Predator movies. It's
I'm
just
trying to-
shadow
I
versus
was-
silhouette.
I think I might buy
Play the
comic,
games.
though.
You gotta
Oh, I did play
turn
this
you gotta
game,
turn
too.
the brightness up on Requiem, bro. Yeah, I know.
It's
That movie's
weird, yeah.
awful. That movie's
Yeah.
just bad.
I haven't
It's
seen
terrible.
Requiem. I haven't seen
Don't-
3 or Requiem.
Okay, here's the thing about Alien. Because I love Alien too. I love the Alien franchise, but out of the now 7 movies,
Since
3 of
last
them are
week, yeah.
good. 3 of them are good. The rest are not.
But that's
No, I've
Star
been watching
Wars,
Alien
bro.
since I was a
don't
kid.
care. That's Star
Since
Wars,
last week.
though. It's like I love Star Wars, but I like 2 of those movies. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, but that is Star Wars in a nutshell. That's why I don't get. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so seeing that Romulus was good,
I'm
it's
not
like,
gonna get
hey,
into it.
hey, Romulus is good, and now I like more than 2 of these
And it's
movies.
going to make a lot of money as well.
So hopefully
I
get
think
another
they're-
one,
I think they're
yeah.
good. I mean, I'm sure. I bet we're going to continue with this character as well. She's going to be our new Ripley. Rain.
She's not.
What's her name?
Yeah, I thought that was
Rain.
kind of weird too. How much they were
Hayley
like
Staney.
they leaned into before the movie that she's like a Ripley type. She's not a Ripley type, like at all.
No,
No.
not really.
No,
It was
no.
like-
But I mean,
Yeah,
I guess
Ja-
in the
yeah.
terms of she's a woman and she uses a gun.
She's a woman and she lives. Like
Yeah.
JD
never seen a
terms,
woman
they're the
use a
same
gun
character.
Yeah.
was it the
I
big
hon-
chap? We talked about this. Was it the big chap?
Was it
Huh?
the big chap?
Big
Really?
chap is the name of the alien from the first Alien movie. Was it the big chap?
Oh yeah.
I swear that he says that it is the.
It is, yes,
same
it
alien.
is.
Yeah.
It like
'Cause they
100% is.
They
That is the-
explained that like Ripley blew him out of the air socket. And
Yes,
then
Yeah,
they
no,
found
no. I
him.
remember his report, but like he said, I thought he said his line was, Similar to the one that the crew of the Nostromo fought.
He said it was the one that the Nostromo.
Yeah, it was.
But what was the
It was in
line?
that
Because
s-
like
it was
the
in that
only
sick
line I can
cocoon.
remember was like him saying it like much like or something like
But
that.
but just drop that. He didn't say that. He said it was.
Okay, then what did he say?
He said it was the one that Ripley blew out of the fucking.
Yeah,
you
he
know,
like
a surviving
explains
member
where
of
it
the
came
Nostromo
from.
crew blew out of
Is
an
that
airlock.
is that the line in the movie? That's the
Something like
fucking
that.
It might
one
not be
Ripley
the
blew out of the
exact
fucking
one.
airlock.
That's the one that Ripley blew out of the
That's the
fucking
one
airlock.
from the
Fucking airlock.
Alien movie.
I love the idea of CGI Ash going it blew out
CGI
the fucking
deep
airlock.
fake AI voice say that's the one she blew out of the fucking airlock.
That has to be the stupidest. That's the stupidest. Like,
It was
is the crowd supposed to
unnecessary.
like cheer? Yeah, like
No, I thought
just
it was cool.
I
it's
Well,
silly.
it being the same alien, I don't really care, but I thought the reveal of it being like kind of strung up was sick.
no. That is cool. I'm talking about Ash. I'm talking about Rook. Like that is
Oh
the
yeah,
silliest.
the music
unnecessary.
does swell. I hate that. I hated that when it was Peter Cushing. I hated it. I always hate it. I hate that it's Luke Skywalker now. They have to.
Yeah, yeah, you do hate that.
They have to stop doing that. You know.
Tony Stark at the start of Civil War, young Tony.
Hey,
No, but
that
that's
one's
just-
good.
I'm kidding, because that is Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
All right, this podcast has gone on 2 hours too long.
Yes, it has actually.
So
Are we gonna play Fortnite?
I suppose we're gonna play Fortnite.
I guess so.
Let's
yeah.
go.
I just want to say, we just had like so
Ripley's
much
in
discourse
Fortnite,
about
dude.
then
Xenomorph's
about
in Fortnite.
what
The chest burster emote is in
I
Fortnite.
like the idea that it's the same alien. I'm going to say that. I know a lot of alien
Yeah.
fans hate that suggestion, but it wasn't.
Why
I
not?
wasn't.
Oh.
Wasn't angry at the idea. I was just trying to say
Here
I'm
was a
not sure
question
if
I
it
actually
was
had
or
real
not.
quick. Have you read any
Yeah.
of the new Marvel Comics Alien books?
I read like 4 issues of that first run that came out, and I thought it was mid as fuck.
What is the deal with that? I read the
What's
first
the deal?
page of the first Alien run, Philip Kennedy Johnson, and there's an alien goddess.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what the fuck was going there. There was all LaRocca art. LaRocca art.
Rocca, yeah.
Yeah, LaRocca.
And it was Philip Kennedy Johnson. I love Philip Kennedy Johnson, but
Yeah, it
that
was
weird.
whatever. It was
Also,
like
you
a
guys,
book where it was various people going like, I'm depressed and it's cold and now I'm about to die, and then the alien kills them, and it's like
We're
cool.
definitely gonna read Alien versus Avengers though.
Oh my
Hickman.
god,
Yeah, I
2
will
weeks! I'm
read
so
it.
excited. I'm so
Yeah.
excited. Yeah.
You guys have to read, because I've read it, even though I hadn't seen any of the movies at the point. You guys gotta read Predator versus Wolverine.
I
It's
hear it's
fucking
not-
sick.
I'm not
I
reading that.
No,
heard
it's
it's not
so
that good.
What?
Yeah, you guys can have
For
Predator.
who?
Well, who's the artist again?
One part of one issue is Greg Land. That's it. One
Mm.
part of one issue.
I hear it's just okay.
Well, you're wrong. Whoever told you that's an idiot. And
You
you're an
told me
idiot.
that.
I hate you. Sorry. Kind of lashed out there.
So what's the thumbnail gonna be?
Okay, thanks for listening. We'll be back next week.
I actually wait. No, I had a genuine thought.
It was
Kind of-
Claptrap.
Oh, it was Claptrap. All right. See you next week, or not,
Yeah, or not.
not.
Or not.